Thing we need to address before we start? Well, all right. Welcome back to M&A&D&D episode 82. Last we left the adventurers, they had just landed in what was once a great civilization, Alvin civilization, known as Mythdraenor. But through the years and years and years since some of our adventurers had left, it seems that it's fallen to ruin. In the past, it seems as though the group was kind of presented with a choice as far as where their allegiance is going to lie. Are they going to pursue sorry, I'm looking at the Alex's screen. They're going to pursue this fight against the dragon cultists that's sweeping the Sword Coast, or are they going to possibly, maybe put that on the back burner so that they can take care of their own? Fortunately for them, they didn't have to make that decision quite yet, as these two circles are kind of colliding at this very moment. And they were given a bit of a tip on where to head next. These two things are certainly becoming more and more intertwined. Inside of Mythdraenor, they're finding their way towards what they believe the hub of these portals that they've been discovering throughout the Sword Coast lies, and maybe even an answer as to where their brother has gone, or where Val has gone. And go ahead.
No, I have a question for last week's episode.
Go ahead.
When we read the book, The Dawning, what was the character mentioned at the end, the goddess?
Oh, Lolth.
Yeah.
And that was...
I couldn't remember the name of it, and I didn't write it down. I knew it was one that I should know.
So we're gonna pick up from where we left off, having kind of adventured into the city. You guys have found some interesting things, such as the fountain. You guys have also discovered a book of interest. So in the midst of this ruin, you guys, this one great civilization, you guys find yourselves ready to embark somewhere new.
All right, so if we leave where we found the book, and we have a bearing due north, and we're at the fountain, so I guess we'll start heading north. I'll still have detect. I should detect magic would be up by now. But yeah. If anything catches my eye while I'm walking, I'll try to slow everyone down to either be prepared to hide or for us to investigate. But our main goal is just to keep heading north. Okay with that?
All right, are you guys done looking around?
I haven't found any food yet, but
I'm still like elbow deep into the book. So you guys go ahead. I'm gonna be.
Darth's just gonna come up in behind Valen and just grab him by the scruff of the collar and just pick him up as he's reading the book and just carry him while he's reading.
Yeah, Bailey, we're not leaving you behind to read the book. Well, we have to keep moving.
Fine.
By all means, you
It's
can
the
hold on
most
to the.
pouty Valen I have ever heard.
Darth, if
Dude,
you'd like,
I
you
rolled
can
a
sit him on
29
school.
last time. You guys at least can award me with my natural 20, man. Come on.
Do you not understand how much
got all the
information
you
you
were
were
going
given?
to.
Oh my god, let's go. Let's go. Fine, let's go.
Does it mean stop for reading a whole book?
Darth
Those
is afraid
take
of school.
days to read.
Okay, so no more use for this particular city. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, if
You never know.
if we're
But I
if
think
we
we're
have
kind of
someplace, if we have a direction or something to look to, then we'll go. But like right now, it sounds like our only instructions were what we given before, which is to head north. From
Yeah,
the
As-
I don't know. Elves always had cool stuff. We could always look around for things.
a lot of the stuff was taken before this. This place isn't just an untouched marker. This is a place that's been.
Are the elves like
ransacked.
you? You're sneaky. You hide things. They probably hid things.
That's not sure, but that doesn't change the fact that it's still a major concern that we don't want to be stuck here. So let's keep moving. Let's keep making progress.
You all continue your pathway through these kind of like broken cobblestone roads, these crumbling buildings. As you continue on, I would like a perception check from you, Liam.
Sorry, I'm reloading D&D Beyond because it had unequipped all my stuff.
How does it unequip your stuff?
I went to my inventory. I saw my armor class was 13 instead of 16, so I was like, that's wrong.
As you walk through these streets that used to be so familiar to you, the looks of it now, this desolation of this once great city, you get this kind of flashback to a time where everything was in sepia tones and you were younger. And you ran into this building, and housed in this building that you're passing now was kind of a great big hall, kind of like adorned with magnificent carvings and stuff and really intricate filigree. And you remember coming in there and then sitting around a speaker with these pillows, these kind of like satin red pillows with these gold trim around the sides of it. And you guys would sit there and you would sit in front of one of your elders and he would tell you stories from the past. And it's now that you remember one particular one. You always loved to kind of run laps around that fountain outside. But this particular story was always this mythos, these fairy tales that they would tell. And one that you always liked and you like to emulate with sticks and things outside with your friends is the story of the Blade Singer. An elven family that had once been able to wield this like incredibly powerful swords. And that's why that particular fountain out front was crafted in its image. This story told of a lineage of this elven line who had, against all odds, pushed for when an ancient war had started. The elves had become sacking towns. They had maybe kind of like drifted off their path. And this particular family line, against all odds, stood up to the entire village, the entire community that they had been a part of. Were called traitors. They were, considered enemies for a minute, but they fought the good fight. They proved themselves to be honorable and noble, and of this like kind of pure spirit that they became like this kind of legendary figures. And they told stories about being able to wield this like flaming blade. And it was something that you always liked to remember, that maybe when you're an adventurer, maybe you would be out there, saving, even willing to go against your own, to see the morally right choice, even though it's a difficult one. So you and your friends would run out there, and your brother with sticks, and you'd always summon your blade sword as you guys, continue to fight. And that memory kind of fades as you look into like one of these broken corridors that would have led to that room, and you just see it. This one's kind of magnificent marble-esque room that would shine, just be full of dust and chaos, broken debris everywhere. Nature's kind of reclaiming it as you see vines and leaves growing inside of this temple.
Guys, hold on. I want to take a moment.
Is there something cool in there?
This is, for lack of a better term, it's, I guess, my old classroom or daycare. I don't remember how old I was.
Did you hide magic items in there? What's up? Is my
no,
hammer
just-
in there?
Your
hammer's in your hand.
My new hammer, damn it.
You don't. Anyways, just give me a moment. Just take a step in here real quick. I just want to look around and see what happened to this temple while we're here.
You have to, as you're entering, you have to like step over kind of the larger debris.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as big as you remember it to be. You remember it to be these huge archways, this massive ceiling. Now in your adult age, everything seems to be much smaller. Somehow less, well, incredibly less magnificent than you remembered in your memory. As you kind of encircle this room, completely empty and barren of things, you find this mound of rubble. Something kind of piques your interest, and you go over to it. And you brush away the debris, and you just see like this glimmer, this little tiny glimmer of gold and satin.
Whoa.
I brush off the pillow. I assume that's what it was.
Mhm.
I find a spot on the ground about where I would normally have sat, and will briefly sit on it and meditate, and think back to where it was when I was a child.
I'll stay.
Be in that moment for a moment.
I'll stay. Skull and I will stay outside, kind of in the doorway, just kind of keeping an eye out.
Okay.
How long is he meditating for?
I'm not going to sleep. I'm just.
No, but like how long?
How long?
Are you meditating for?
Like a minute or two.
Darf is gonna try and draw a face on him.
I'm not
Like
asleep.
just like do doodles.
All right, roll.
I'm
roll,
not.
roll,
I'm
roll,
not
roll.
asleep.
Sleight of hand.
Roll slide hand.
Okay.
Roll slide hand.
I would
Passive
say.
perception is 19.
Oh, 14.
I would say he gets like
You
some
got
dust on his
him.
finger, and he managed to start before you just swat his hand away.
I swat his hand away with my metal hand and Just a little bit of the dagger comes out. Just give him a
All
little
right, my
prick.
turn. My turn.
Read your book.
Sure.
Give me a second.
Oh, I couldn't do anything.
Eyes closed. He just points at Valen and tells him, "Read your book."
Astrid's literally standing in the doorway, like kicking rubble across the walkway. Like,
Garf is bored again, so he pulls out his hammer and casts detect magic.
talking to Skull.
Yeah, talking to Skull is better than dealing with us delinquents.
A similar instance comes up where this kind of like the detect magic kind of filters through the air, kind of igniting every time it touches one of your mates.
He just likes seeing everybody glow. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah.
Garf was
But as
made
far
for
as
rave.
there's nothing here that he detects.
Still bored, still cast it.
Okay.
In the midst of your this meditation, you you get this sense of conflict. You also see this contrast of what used to be and how much its myth genre has changed since then.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look internally and you look at how you used to be and the contrast to how you are now. You know what you get this kind of humble feeling that you can give yourself up to something more if you continue on the path that you're on. That in the past that you've made maybe more selfish decisions. You've have made some mistakes because your intentions may have been greedy, may have been more self-preservation than anything else. And then you remember, when you're outside fighting with sticks with your friends, that the one thing that you would try to hold on to and you would try to summon through yourself was this sense of well-being, the sense of good, so that that maybe this stick in your hand would ignite and maybe you would be the blade singer. And you just get like this little tickle in the back of your mind. That feeling is still there with you somewhere. You kind of grip your hand around your hilt just a little bit harder as you just kind of let the sounds of nature seep in through all these open windows and through these big open cracks in the building. And after a couple minutes, you just stand up, pay your respects to the time you've spent in here and those elders who had given themselves to you all to teach the fairy tales. And some part of you thinks maybe they're teaching us our history.
Can I have a question?
To who?
To GMU as a player. Does entire, I would say, does entire site, is there no astral being left in the area?
Are you asking about
Like
gods?
No, not like astral being as like ghost or spirit or souls, like still linger around the area.
That would be something you would have to search out, detect.
Okay,
There are
so
specific abilities or spells within the game that allow you to search for those. It's not like a given per se,
Okay,
and
because
unless you
I'd
have that ability, like
imagine before we entered the encounter, I'd imagine if we can communicate with some of the astral beings that are still hanging around the area, we might be able to get us some information.
Sure, but you
if
gotta
we
really,
can communicate with them, sure. But like again, there are spells or specific abilities to do so.
So-
Do we have that? Do we have those kind of spell?
I don't think this group does, but that's how we were using like taking those heads and having them use speak with dead to do things like that. Same kind of thing. Usually you have to be divine
okay.
touch
Okay.
to
All right. Well, it's
to do
just a
that kind of
thought
stuff.
because
Yeah, it's a good thought because it's
the
100%.
site is old enough. Then I wonder, any intel will help. So okay, good. That's it. And then Balin go back to his
Just in
book.
general, like what you're describing would be like a lot of clerics would have like some inherent spell casting abilities.
Yeah,
to
it
use
would be
that,
like
or-
the spell for summoning or like a scion kind of
A
deal.
Ouija board would do.
Mhm.
Some chicken bones, I think. Some chicken bones in the blood of an animal.
Not
You
even
know, the
Dragoon's
typical.
character has
Honestly,
those kind of
not
spell,
not that far off, Piva.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's exactly how it is.
huh? Chicken bone
But
voodoo
I would say
stuff.
because at this point, no one has shown interest in doing that until this point. Like, you guys just don't have the equipment or the
Like
capacity
we
to do
had,
it.
who was it? Was it Shivanus or Red who literally had speak with the dead?
It was red.
Yeah, so like we've done it
Yeah.
before. It is just like it's not something that one of the people in the
Now he
party
does it
currently
really
has
well.
ever done.
Yeah, he speaks to all the dead.
Boo!
No, fortunately, you guys can't speak with him.
It's a one-way speaking.
All right. So you guys are gonna.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah, I, after having this moment in this space, I didn't want to come back here. It wasn't my intention. Left this a long time ago, but it does feel good to, I don't know, reconnect and remember things before I was broken. And we can continue on. Same thing though. I'm on the lookout for any disturbances, anything that looks out of place, anything. But as we move forward north,
Um.
and just to be fair, I know you're giving me a lot of backstory and telling about the history or the stories and stuff. I feel like you would have told like I had no other inclination other than what you said from what I remember from your stories.
What?
It's just folk stories and stuff like that, and connecting those things. But I have
Mm,
no other places to go based on those stories that you were told or stuff like that. So it's not like I have another location in mind in of Myth Trainer that I would want to go see based on what you've told me so far. So that's why
Correct.
I'm saying I'm going to keep heading north because as of right now, those are just make sure I didn't miss something.
okay.
Sorry,
Yes.
Gabe.
Unrelated, but related to a previous tangent, Darth would like to, as we're walking through the town, say, "Piss off, ghost!" and kick a rock.
I
Just
mentioned
like
earlier, Darfarius, where this place is not completely abandoned all the time, so let's try not to attract all the attention.
I'm telling them to piss off so they don't come here. It's fine. I'm literally helping us.
Stealthy time.
you guys
That's your
continue through
job.
these winding roads. For the next several hours, you guys, these structures that were kind of epic and huge start to slowly become smaller and smaller as you reach the outskirts of these ruins. And then you start seeing these trees peek out higher and higher as you follow this due north that you were told to, and you begin this kind of like 2-day journey through the forest on a path that's very overgrown now. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to do anything that you feel like you need to on this journey. You guys are going to have opportunities to discuss and
I'm going to pull out, or not pull out, but summon Amchu to make sure he's out with us.
All right, I'm gonna do
as
some.
we're traveling.
I'm gonna do
Question:
some.
Has Darth met Anshu yet?
No.
I thought so, but
I thought so too. I thought
On
he
the
was
boat?
there.
Sure. I legitimately don't remember. So
I think the first time.
Darth picks up a stick and says, "Fetch," and chucks it.
If we're in the woods, he would.
Are we in the woods?
And we're in the woods.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I did special food cooking. So all of you right now have extra temporary 6 HP.
okay. So what was that? Sorry, Ben.
I did a special cooking for the team. So everybody, that's including Darfarius, everybody has extra 6 HP.
So that was during one of our rests during our trip.
Well, right now, right? Because we're kind of resting at the moment.
What's the
Are we?
feat say when you do it? Is it on a short or long rest?
At the short rest, at the end of a short rest, any creature who eats the food, basically regain hit points. Wait.
We get temporary hit points, I think, and then
to. Oh no! Sorry, I read a run. So hold up. Cooked treats. One hour work. Are we? So we're taking long rest or short rest?
I mean, along the way, we'd be probably only taking long rest.
Long rest.
Yeah, we would
Okay.
end up.
I
taking
imagine you
long
guys are gonna have
rests.
two. You're gonna have 2 long rests over the course of this.
Yeah, because
Okay,
it's
we can-
3 days travel.
Yeah, and we can say like you take a break for lunch along the hike, and so that would be a short rest, and that would make sense. But like generically, we're taking long rests essentially.
Okay, so for the special food, it means at the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends one or more and
Hit
and
dive.
spends one or more hit dice to regain hit points, regains an extra 1d8 hit point. So if you spend a hit dice to regain the HP, on top of that HP, you get another 6 points. That's what the special food does.
Okay.
So
You also can make stuff, I think, for it's like one time.
yeah, for the cooked treats, a creature can eat the treats that I cook to regain to get 4 temporary hit points during the battle. So basically, for the team, I can cook up to 4 treats. So it would be, I guess, myself, Astrid, Val, and Liam.
Tarfarius.
Darfarius, yeah.
No, but I can only make 4 treats.
Yeah, but
Yes,
one
and
of them-
Darfarius is
Val
here.
is
Val
in-
is lost in the netherworld.
Oh, sorry, Darfarius. Yeah, Darfarius. Okay, so
Remember, I'm a
Darfarius,
big blue
myself,
dragonborn with a giant dick. All right, let's go. I mean, hammer.
So just
He's gonna be
remember,
really
you have a
happy that you
treat.
get that-
You have a
that
treat.
cannon.
You can eat it for the bonus action. Then you can get 4 extra HP during the battle. Okay, and that's it. I end my action over there. So in that case,
But yeah, I think Darth just plays fetch with Anshu periodically on the 3 days travel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Onto and
So in your first night spent in these woods, it's relatively peaceful. There's not much of watch to be done, and it seems as though you don't even through the night you don't hear a lot of even like crackling of leaves and things that you would expect, and everything kind of goes well. You guys have the opportunity to venture on.
Say we just keep going.
All right. I'm just resetting all my long rest stuff real quick.
And as you guys continue on, you start to approach these breaths of water that would flow through this forest. Seemingly these streams so pure that you could see through them. They kind of like sparkle like there's crystals in them. As they just kind of like just flow past you in these brooks and stuff as you guys continue on. You'd get to these points with these trees covered in moss. They don't hinder your journey any, as you guys easily kind of just maneuver through just this really incredibly dense forest until you guys get into your second night.
Second night, huh? All right, so I would like to take the moment to get into more information about the dawning, if I can.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do should I roll investigation or history?
It wouldn't be aren't you? It will be it would be investigation.
Okay. All right. So with 14, what information do I get by reading it?
One of the things that catches your eyes and it plays conflict with this idea. It seems as though that there had been an upheaval within the Alvin kind of Mythdraenor. It talked about this kind of quest for power and knowledge that quickly became corrupted. There was instances in which you read of some of the Alvin hierarchy going out into some of these smaller villages, and they would ask for volunteers, and those volunteers would be led into the underground. They'd be taken somewhere beneath the surface of this forest.
Oh God.
And they'd never be heard from again. And as you investigate further into the book, you start to realize that in the pursuit of this power and this knowledge, they were taking some of these villagers, and they were using them to kind of create. They were using them to be in these rituals, and it was believed that if they can show that there was like enough interest, if they were going to be worthy, that they could summon a greater power to that would look kindly on the Alvin.
And you're saying that all these rituals were done at the underground of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Okay, I need to share this information with the team.
Okay.
So, hey guys, do you have a moment? I think I might have discovered something very critical within this book.
Garf is just snoring in the background.
Yeah. So, Leanne and Astrid, based on what this book's writing, apparently the ancient history and the records of ritual and experiments of the dark elves originated at the underground region of this forest. I know we're on a mission, but I would strongly urge us, once we get the team back together, we need to do a thorough investigation of the area, because there's got to be a lot of mystical tools, equipments, and maybe even knowledge or treasures that can aid us for our
Garth
fight.
perks up and goes, "Treasure? We find my new
Yes,
hammer.
yes,
Where are we
treasure.
going?"
Yes,
Unless
treasure.
unless you know where we're going, I mean, it can be a fool's errand. I mean, this place has been.
This is what I said. We need to focus on the mission in front of us first. But then when we have the time, because it's not it's not looking like this area is gonna have other visitors anytime soon.
I mean,
But I'm telling you, it is an area that's definitely worth our time to investigate and to venture in.
Do you think that's why Narvane took the portal to here? Could he be
That
hiding
might,
out there?
yeah, because the book says about it was the source of all the rituals and experiments on the elf kind back in the day when they were trying to reach a higher gods that would grant blessing and grant power to the elves. So if if what we were thinking about what Nervalvan is trying to do, that would that would be the place. And this might be one of the reasons why the portal has the portal has led us here.
portal is sure. It's there's look. I'm not denying this is a magical place. Again, as I said, there's so much magic embedded in this region and stuff like that. But like some of it's cursed, some of it's been taken, some of it's been warred over. Like I mean, it's been a while. It's not like things things that are lost and that are of value don't just fall down and just be forgotten and nothing happens to it. It pulls things to it and dangers and stuff like that. Like it's not like the most powerful ring in the world is gonna fall into a river and then no one's gonna find it for a long period of time.
Wow, you went there.
These things
Where's
are
he going with
falling.
this? Oh my god, that's where he's going with this.
No, right? I was like, well, he laid it up so nicely. Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, so I mean, these things in this region, this has not been, this isn't a mystery. This isn't like a secret. This place was people came here. They were looters or treasure hunters or, you know, raiders or warlords or, people searching for glory. There's a long list of people that, um, you know, have wanted to come here. I'm not saying that we don't look when I'm saying this. I'm just saying it's not like you're going to you're not going to be the first to discover something generally, and secondly, don't just get your hopes up that there's always just going to be a you know everything's untouched. The reason why this place has been ransacked, the reason why this place is not thriving anymore, is because of all the stuff that happened afterwards. Because it just, once the gates fell, once the magic that was protecting this place was, disrupted and destroyed or corrupted, it, everybody that wanted something came in looking for it, and everyone that had something here fled and left with it, or they abandoned it. Like, it wasn't worth it. I don't know. So just be wary. It's not an easy. It's not an easy thing. But if we have a good lead, once we get Val back, then yes, I'm happy to help you out. I know the area fairly well. Um, if we can find something that leads us to Nerevain, the Dragon Cultist, or just can help us along our way, then let's look into it. Maybe
Sure.
there'll be something here that can help tie all of this together. Defeat the Dragon Cultist, defeat all the dragons that are happening, help the metallic dragons that we met with, help your quest. Astrid, do you have anything you want to pitch in here? Anything you want from this? Anything we can pitch in right now? I'm just saying, like, anything right now. Like, I'm fine with doing it. It's not gonna just be untouched, unmanned, unguarded, just laying there.
Darth is confused.
Darth, go back to bed.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right. Well,
I mean, there's plenty of cities that have secrets that take a long time to be discovered. There could still be some there. Whether it's worth our time to look is possibly doable. It's
We
just a
just-
matter of whether we want to take the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Cool.
I completely agree with what you said. The secrets that have probably made it this far, and there definitely are some, given how much there was. They're probably hidden very well, so we would need to just not go in like expecting it to be like landing in our lap. We need to have something, solid to go off of, to be like, you're looking like a key to go to here that no one else has had, a key piece of information, and probably a key, I don't know, to get through whatever, kept it a secret and kept it hidden this long, right? It doesn't go hidden for, hundreds of years and without it being hidden very well, right?
Of course. I mean, that's all I have to say about it. I think right now we have something that's a little higher on the priority list than finding ancient secrets in your old hometown.
Night finally starts to fall around you guys as you begin to set watch. How are you guys going to set up for the night?
I think in the dome, and I can, I'll do first watch and then meditate and leave Anshu awake for the second watch. But probably don't need too much if we're in the dome.
I can take the last watch.
This is Valen's dome you're setting up?
I think I've already cooked last night, so I think unless you guys need something extra, I'll just tuck it in early and keep reading the book.
Through the night, it's quite a bit different experience than the previous. As you seem to be so much further into the dense forest, you hear like howlings, you hear these calls in the darkness, these echoing like screeches constantly. And at one point you just kind of hear this deep thudding.
Sorry, that's me.
Darth rolls over, lets out a giant fart. And then you hear another thudding deeper into the forest.
Deeper.
And
It has a sonic boom following his fart.
and you hear
Who's
like
on
these
watch at this point?
you hear this cracking of limbs off in the distance. as something is kind of like trotting out there. But the rest of the night continues without any instance of these animals or these other things out there seemingly getting any closer.
Did Darth's deterrent work?
I seem to keep everybody safe for the night. But
You're
the
welcome.
bubble that you guys are staying in is like it's like hot boxed, and when it finally descends, just this toxic cloud just goes up into the air, steamy and like it's just so much warmer than the surrounding air.
Is it?
Oh,
Am I
God.
awake? Am I?
It's
No,
assuming
I mean I had last watch, but
yeah,
I guess
which
at
watch
this
was
point
it
everyone's
on?
awake. Yeah, which watch did the thingy walk by?
it was when you guys were shifting. It was like when you guys were taking place.
I use my
Got it.
pocket. What's it called? Pocket to
Your
I'm a
portable
funny one.
hole?
Portable hole. Thank you. I keep thinking pocket something. Portable hole, and I kind of just use it to like kind of waft and catch as much of the bad smell and open it up outside. Just trying to do something to get rid of the smell.
I think it only works when you place it on a surface.
I'm working with it.
Finish it to the underground.
I try putting it on a surface on the side of the thing and pushing it all in and closing it up, pushing it out, open it back out. Whatever way, I try to waft it into the portable hole and then letting it release. I'm trying
Gotcha.
to get rid of the hot box situation. Just have 10 minutes of bad air that I could, or of air that I could swap with it.
There you go. So you've now managed to get a bucket full of fart air. You guys are gonna continue
Yeah.
northward. Nothing else need to be done.
My spells are set. My things are set.
Okay, you guys
I'm
continue.
actually. I will. Just before dawn, I will message the captain of the ship and make sure everything's okay. I'm just gonna check in with her.
You hear a squawk back on your stone. Yeah, everything's fine here. We trying our best to track you without being too noticeable. If you find a clearing, let us know.
How we're doing on the next.
So for the next, I would say like 14 hours, you guys continue this walk north. And the path slowly starts to branch and get a little bit wider. The sun is setting now behind the trees, and you begin to see these kind of dancing lights all around you, just off into the distance, in between the trees. They flutter and they flicker and they appear, disappear quickly. It's kind of mesmerizing as they seem like just these dancing lights everywhere, but never close enough for you guys to approach them. And you guys very shortly come across like the opening in these streets. You find yourselves kind of facing a clearing.
Okay.
I guess.
I'm gonna have you guys pull on the map here your characters.
Start at the ginormous.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm big. What do you want? Thanks for noticing.
I can't see anything on the map. Reload maybe?
I'm gonna find you and pull you in.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
In this clearing, you see these dancing lights, and they start to illuminate these stone structures behind them.
About to lose her shit.
Do these look like the same? Ask Astrid. Do these look like the same dancing lights that you saw previously when you
Yeah.
traveled through the portal?
This is. And I mean, I don't think she would need to make a history check or anything to know this is the same place.
This isn't the.
I can if you'd like
We're here
me.
early if this is based on the instructions.
It's been 3 days.
3 days north, a clearing. Then we're supposed to follow a stream, then a grove.
Yeah, you passed the stream.
Okay, we're here. I wrote down the instructions correctly. We got here right on time.
Yeah, it was jump a stream,
Right.
continue going north.
Yeah.
Okay. I wrote it down because I thought I would need you to follow it, and it was going to be drilled on it at one point.
Wait, did we miss the the river Leviathan fight that from
Encounter.
the stream? If we skip that,
No, I'll put it in somewhere else.
okay, cool.
Cool. I mean, would I have to roll a check to remember that this is where?
Just do an investigation. Well, can you see them from where you're at?
There's currently no fog of war on our.
There's no
screens.
fog, so.
There is a fog.
Oh, 'cause
guys
you
have-
can
guys
see-
have full.
You can see further.
Mhm.
Oh, can I? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rita size of one of these squares is 5 feet, so
Oh yeah.
the map is only like 120.
So
feet.
you
It's a
see-
simple map.
I guess it's because I can still see from your character's perspective.
Yeah.
I guess.
Or-
Oh yeah, they can't see. Yeah, I can see everything.
including what you can see.
Including what I can see.
I guess we'll just keep walking forward until you say something.
These are some pretty lights, man.
You can't see the lights.
Well, we're in a
There are
pretty-
little lights all
These
over
are
the
these
place.
little all of
we're
the
in a
these are the
pretty
the
thick
flickering.
forest.
The orbs
Yeah.
on the ground? Oh, I thought those just like okay. If that counts, if those are the lights, then that's
Oh.
the lights.
I know.
Sorry, I thought that was.
As you guys continue, you hear that same thudding.
Yep.
That you had heard previously the night before.
Darth whispers, "Guys, this one's not me."
Oh, Astrid's just straight up pissed. She can see what's walking around. I'm about emitting it.
You have to be within 10 feet, dumb.
Then I'll get within 10 feet. This bitch is going
Oh
down.
shoot! All right, I see it now.
I, like-
Are you gonna you said anything to the group?
Yeah, you haven't said anything.
No, that's
I
why
was
it's just like
saying, no.
if you can see, you can see.
I
And you're like,
can see.
whatever,
You
I'm
can
gonna keep
talk
going.
to
Wow.
Fine. I will warn the group
You can
before
tell
they
us
get there and be like, this is the clearing, and if I'm seeing correctly, the beast that I previously had mentioned is still here.
Are we going into a fight?
Unless he likes to talk, yes, we're going into a fight.
Should I throw something at him?
Do you want to talk or do you want to fight? If he hasn't noticed us yet, then I'm going to I'd rather just attack him heads up.
I mean, I was
As
just
you
planning
guys-
on walking up to him.
As you guys are discussing, you hear this rumbling noise, and then this muted. As if someone is clapping with mittens on.
Oh crap.
Darth instantly
My glaive.
does like the hands up gladiator, like thank you, thank you, thank you. The fuck, thank you, thank you. Wait,
from
who said
from the
Oh
trees,
my
you
God.
hear a familiar, like raspy voice.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I know you're looking for your brother. It's gonna be less of a fight without him here. But we couldn't overlook an opportunity to greet you again.
Wait, who said that?
I notice you're not as happy to see us as we are to see you.
Oh.
I mean, is that
I'm actually getting a little weary of these encounters.
is that a stack of gold in your pocket, or are you actually just happy to see me?
Oh, I'm happy to see you. Fully erect.
Oh,
See, it seems as though you're not enjoying this friendship as much as we are. Sit there. Only the dumb one wants to speak. I was hoping that we'd get a little bit more of a rise out of you.
you can get a rise. Also, who are you calling dumb? I have a +0 intelligence. I'm an average in only that. I'm above average in everything else.
Well, let's see how well that does you here. If we talk too much already, you ready to do this?
Bring it on, bitch.
All
I
right.
actually have some
I'm
unsettled
going-
business.
Yeah, I'm going after the
Let's-
Rakshasa.
Let's
I don't-
roll for initiative.
No, I wanted to.
I am terrified.
It's probably for the best. It's definitely for the best. Oh, I didn't click my thing. Dang it. I always forget that. I can't click my thing. Oh. I rolled a 9 because heck my life.
All right.
I'm not in the initiative screen, but here, I'll just do this.
Just re-roll it and then just add it, make it a 9 instead.
I have that instead.
Nope, you need to take the 9.
I see DW. I see Astrid. I see Valen.
Yep, I got it.
Darfarish is not on there.
You gotta
David,
open
can you
it.
re-roll Dark?
I did.
He's not.
Yeah,
He's
it's
not. On
right
the, he's
there.
not on. I see him on the screen, but he's not on the. Now he's on there. Hey, you want to make him 15? Always supposed to be 21.
He only rolled one. Oh no, he rolled twice. That's weird.
He is on there now.
Yeah, he's on.
I
there.
got it. I fixed it.
Okay. Sorry, as I get all my rolls in.
Remember the things I gave everybody.
What does that mean?
Astra should have one. I'm not sure if Valen has one. I don't think you could use it if he had it.
I also have the spell.
Yeah, you do.
I
Yeah,
can
but-
also just cast the spell.
Sure, but this saves you a spell slot and a concentration. Or at least saves you a spell slot.
Oh, that's what we didn't prepare.
Okay, Valen. It looks like you are up first.
Okay. I
Remember
am
the rules with the Rakshasa, right?
Which is
He isn't affected by magic.
okay. In
And
that
he's an
case,
asshole.
bow it is. Hold up. $27.
Woo! 27's
target.
gonna hit.
I was a 6, and then I'm gonna do another 22, also the same target.
Okay.
All right, and my bonus action is I'm going to give myself a Bardian's Inspiration just to prepare. And because I know the last few encounters we ran into Rakshasa, it was none of them were pleasant. So I kind of hunker down myself a little bit, prepare myself mentally, and then give myself a inspiration. And that's it. I called it. I rest my turn.
Okay. Then let me see. So how much damage was that? Sorry.
14.
You let through opening shots. These arrows rip through the air, and they just kind of right into the Rakshasa. And he pulls his hands up, and his fingers bend backwards as they grab it. Behind you, um, you guys turn around, and this hulking image is right behind you as he kind of reels back on his back feet. I need everybody to make you can choose between a dexterity saving throw or a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So just let me know which one you.
Advantage. Thank
I'm
you.
doing Dex. I'm doing Dex directly. Dex.
Okay.
20.
So
it's not an is this an effect that Darth can see?
Who?
I'm asking if he gets danger sense on this or not.
can you post danger sense so I can see what that is?
Yes, I can.
Liam, you can move up to 10 feet in any direction.
Like, so that was a save? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I posted it.
So it sounds like he should have advantage on the dexterity saving throw. Or I'll give him advantage on the wisdom as well.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with the dex for him because they're the same and
Okay.
it make more sense for him to try and get out of the way.
Okay. So you can also move 10 feet in any direction?
There.
In that direction, huh? What a...
Did I rolled a 20. Did I? Can I also move?
Well, I want to see Valen's.
Valen's was a 27.
Oh,
This is at the top.
Valen. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this is the first one.
Valen, you can move 10 feet in any direction?
10 feet. So two squares.
2 squares.
That's 1, right? Or 2?
That's 1.
That was 1.
Okay, then You know what? I'll go here. Hold up. Well, something is wrong with my screen.
Did you want to go in the same direction at a diagonal?
Move to here. Every time
Like a like a zigzag? Okay. 10 20. Okay, that's good.
yeah, it just
Ash, it
keeps
is you.
me down. Can you move me to here?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
That one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Astrid, you don't you stand your ground and you just turn and you look at it. There's something off about it, and you don't feel a sense of danger like you do with the things ahead of you.
Okay. Noted. If that's the feeling that I'm getting, then I'm gonna ignore it. I mean,
So you just kind of
She's a
look at
bug.
it, and then you turn back around, and then you just kind of glare at the three that are in front of you.
yeah, I was about to say. I mean,
and kind of ready your weapon.
yeah. I mean, I can tell you, yeah,
It's not your turn though.
I know. I'm just readying myself. I should really turn that to where only I can see it. It is now.
Processor.
I assume it's the Rakshas's turn.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The Rakshasa just kind of smirks at you and dissipates right in front of you.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna say it's Darfarius' turn.
Darfarius is going to enter a rage.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, all right, I'm the biggest thing here. Fuck you, horse dick nose. Fuck you. And then like take a swing at him with his hammer.
With his hammer. As you pull back your hammer to swing at him, you hear this voice. Oh, you want a new hammer, motherfucker? And your hammer becomes too heavy for you to hold. And it lands on your foot. You're gonna take
What?
It's great.
You're gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning, and
it's
the
magical.
hammer is now like wedged on your foot, making you unmove. Like you can't. It's like Thor's hammer. Now the weight of it is on your foot.
It's a sentient object, or he's been talking shit this whole time.
He's been talking
be
about
fair-
getting.
To be fair, he said he's wanted two so he could have one in both hands. He hasn't said he wanted to get rid of this one, but I love where this is going, so I'm going with it.
Also,
Your
a two-handed
hammer is
weapon,
apparently a
so-
jealous bitch. I love
Oh,
it.
of course. It's a sentient evil. Of course it is.
So you're just sitting there now trying to like pull this hammer off your foot, but it almost like pulls back towards the ground.
I think that's. I guess does that take my turn, or can I take in the other attack that I have and like try and punch the thing?
You're gonna try to punch, but at a disadvantage because now, like where you would have been able to reach, like been more mobile, you've lost your mobility in the course of this. So you just like you lunge at it and try to strike it, but this hammer's holding you back, and you're just kind of like swinging.
Darf is very upset.
In the corner, you just hear this as Aaron is rises above. She pulls out her longbow. And Valen feels this arrow just fly past him, pinning into the ground next to him. Do I have your attention? As she lets loose another arrow. Does a 19 hit, Valen?
Yes, it does. Oh wait, hold on. Let me roll the
Inspiration.
inspiration.
Did,
Otherwise, you might die.
wait.
10. Yeah.
Did he
I
say
get-
he was doing inspiration on this?
Yes, he did.
Yes, I did.
there is a
Did-
roll for inspiration up above
as a marker?
Okay.
for his first turn.
Whatever. This game is
All right,
stupid
so
anyways.
that's 25, so it won't hit.
Just
No,
wait.
not 25.
You're
22, 23. My armor class is 23 now, so it won't hit. This one hit.
Yeah, it only counts
We-
for one attack.
Yeah.
You continue to annoy me, she says, kind of like smirkly. 11 piercing plus 17 poison.
Ooh,
I need you to do a DC Constitution saving throw.
oh my god. You serious?
Yes.
Hold up. Let me get the wait. So 11 piercing and 17.
Yep, that's the damage.
Okay.
And then I need you to do the Constitution saving throw.
28 damage. And then Constitution saving throw. It's not gonna get anywhere. It's not gonna lead to anywhere.
Woo! Okay.
Is it safe?
Just saved.
You just saved.
Yeah.
Okay, the poison lasts until it is removed by the. So you saved. So you're not going to be poisoned.
Yeah.
You took the damage, but you are not poisoned. Astrid.
You said the Aranyas took flight.
Yep. She's
Astrid will
she's like 20 feet up in the air.
Astrid will go cute trick, and she'll activate her boots of flying, and it's 30 feet to get to her.
And then 20 feet up.
So and then 20 feet up. So I don't really know. That's like
Yeah.
triangles and shit, and I don't remember that from geometry.
You're probably gonna
So
be probably 5 feet away from her. Like you're not.
Oh, that works.
You're not gonna.
Yeah,
be
she has a 10-foot reach, so she's fine.
I have a 10-foot reach, so I can do.
You're probably going to be like 10 and a half feet away from her, I think.
So like, could I get like here-ish? That's 5. I could get like here-ish
Yeah.
or here.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm eye to eye with her, and I'm like, you ran away before we could really get to know each other. And I will cast Vow of Enmity. Which will give me advantage. I just need to mark it off. Channel Divinity. Okay. So that gives me advantage. So I'm going to now attack her. Uh, 24.
That does hit.
Okay. I will roll that damage.
Yay! God
And
damn it,
I
you
will
kind of got a thing. I get it.
And
knows
I
she's a-
will
Devil.
also pump a third level. Yeah, a third level smite into that, which would be, what did we say it was? Ugh.
Third level will be
One extra D8.
four-
or
48.
48?
1d8
Hold on.
over
I'm gonna check.
It's 48. It's 2 for the first level plus 1 for every
Plus
other
one
level.
For every level.
Right.
So 2. So it's 48.
I couldn't remember
So
what
I'll
was the
put
base level, but yeah.
Another 48 into that. So 15 plus 21.
Oh.
Check
But
this.
Ooh,
does
wee.
it have any
Double.
benefits for being?
It's just
The Dragon Slayer? Because it has
No.
to subtract.
No, the Divine
No.
Smite's just undead. She checked.
Okay.
The extra for Divine Smite is just undead. I'm like,
Fuck.
Right, but didn't the Dragon Slayer, if it hits against a dragon, do extra damage? We don't have that added, do we?
Correct.
No, that's not added.
No.
Okay, so it is
Undead or
36.
fiends.
Oh, is she a fiend? Does she count as a fiend?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's a distinction between fiend and devil, so like
No,
it does
it-
matter.
It's a,
they're well, it's considered a fiend,
it's a fiend.
medium
Then it
fiend
does-
/ devil.
Then it does extra damage.
Yeah.
Fuck this game.
Oh,
Fiends,
So another 1d8 on top of that,
oh,
which
Fiends
is 7.
are-
So 27.
43. That's 43 total.
28.
Yeah, 20.
So it's
No.
15.
15.
No,
That was
so it's
36 plus 7.
36 Plus
yeah,
7.
36 plus 7. Yeah, that worked.
Yeah, so
Which is-
43. 43.
So
Ooh.
fiends is the type. Devils and demons are the subsets. That they're both
Oh.
fiends.
Shut up, nerds.
So that was my first hit. Can I hit her again?
That was your first hit? Actually, looking through the DM's guide, you cannot hit her again. I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Crazy, man. Paladins
But-
are fucking strong.
Paladins
It's
are
great.
really
Alright,
good when
well,
they're fighting
I'm
the
gonna-
things you're supposed to fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
Oh,
Does a
You
20
swing the
hit?
Dragon Slayer, and this hand just reaches up, takes, and then just knocks it to the side.
Damn.
Oh,
BC.
Astrid still has a wicked grin on her face, though.
She smiles right back at you. Kind of
This
wipes
is-
his blood from her mouth and says, "Glad you came to play."
I'm glad you showed back up.
This will be
Dark
the
turns
last
around and
time.
goes, get a room. And then get a second one for me and this kitty cat. Wherever he ran off to.
Is that the end of your turn, Astrid?
Yeah, I did movement, bonus action, and my 2 attacks. Yep, that's it.
No.
Okay.
actually, you all got the treat, so you can eat it if you want to.
I already burned my bonus action to do my vow of enmity.
Oh, got it.
You're the only one that's gotten hit so far.
But also the treat
Oh,
gives
it's-
us 4 temp.
Yeah, it's temp HP, so it goes above your max.
All right, Liam.
All right, I made a new one. Pull it up. So for my bonus action, I'll start my blade song. And I'll start it with, "I was once the Night Terror. I'm the lost son of the Mythdraenor. I am Liam Umbra, and this is my blade song." So my blade song is active. And then I will cast protection from evil and good on myself. And I will move over here, about where I saw the Rakshasa.
Okay.
And my turn.
That's the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. You just hear the charging as this giant creature that had been protecting the portals comes running at you. All right.
Is he is he a fiend?
He is a fiend.
He has a disadvantage on all his attacks.
Okay. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 would just hit, but I will burn my reaction to use shield.
Okay. So a couple attacks come at you. One is the claw. that you manage to just duck out of the way. The other one, you just before you can even see it, you see this tail whip around you with these huge serrated blades on it, and you manage to just throw this up. You feel the impact, but you don't take any damage from it.
All right, make sure I cast everything correctly.
Okay.
Actually, I mean, if I read that correct, oh, it's 2022. Oh, I see how you did. They weren't staggered.
Yeah, they were staggered.
I thought there was 1 2 1 2, not 1 2.
No, I
2, 1.
because I didn't
okay.
roll. Yeah, you see what I did there.
Yeah. I was like, wait, if they did it the low end, never mind. We're fine. We're good.
Yeah, you would have got both missed attacks. Okay, that's the end of that turn. This would be back to the top, Valen.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this target again.
Okay.
Wait, this is also Rakshasa, right?
No.
No.
Rakshasa was over here. That's the different. That's a devil.
That's an
Where
Airness.
is Rakshasa?
He went invisible.
Rakshasa's
off the
invisible.
Oh, he went invisible. Okay. Alright, in that case,
Remember, use your 40-60 rule, Terry.
my what? 46-year-old?
40-60 rule.
Oh, 46. I got it.
There, yeah, took way too long, but yep.
Yeah,
Got you there.
I'm gonna do the psychic lens to
The what?
this target. Wait, this is playtest material. That's okay.
Yeah, psychic lance actually never made it into the game, Terry.
So I can't use it?
It doesn't exist technically.
Oh my god.
So
Then
it was a UA spell that they put into the game or into D&D Beyond to get playtest in, and then it never made it into a published book. And they decided that it would either get changed or they're just not going forward with it. So you need to replace that spell
Okay.
at some point.
I'll make a point in it. All right, so that one doesn't count then.
I mean, you can use it for now, and then we'll just replace it in the future if people wants to do that. But you just walked away, so give him a second. Yeah, I don't think. Do you know which one that was UA in, David?
No, I don't remember what UA that was because I think that was supposed to be UA for Tasha's.
Okay, sorry, y'all.
So is there
What we know?
in Tasha's? So the spell that he used is a UA spell, but didn't make it in. So rather than him have to like find a new spell on the fly, can we just use it for right now and then replace it later?
Mm-hmm.
There's an equivalent in Tasha. It sounded like Tasha's, but I don't remember it being.
In Tasha's, there was like Mind Spike and the Mind Whip, but I don't think either of them are the same as the Psychic Lance. It was specific.
Trying to find a higher level.
Oh, intelligence saving throw. Sorry. Oops.
So
Which sucks
yeah.
because that's a really cool spell.
I rolled a 19.
A 19. Let me see.
He saves, but you'll just need to.
It's
So I
just-
do the 37 and a half.
Yeah.
Can you describe Dragon Slayer? That's a magical item, right?
The Dragon Slayer is a magical item.
Okay.
I'll give you the
37. That'd be 15. Oh, that'd be
What's wrong?
19. So it'd be 18. 36. Okay. 18 minus 18.
He's doing math. Don't worry.
That's how I do math.
I'm gonna need a glue.
Huh?
I need a glue.
Oh.
So-
All right, Valen. Your next turn.
bonus action will be I will do the healing word on myself.
Okay.
I will do a level 4 healing word. So that's 15. I gain 15 back. All right, that's it. Yep.
Okay. Need to move this further down, I think. All right, let me see here. So now it's my turn.
Isn't it? Oh, he's invisible. That's whose turn it is.
Mhm.
I was confused. I was like, isn't it Defarius' turn? Never mind. I'm sorry.
Valen, you feel this warm breath on the back of your neck
Get.
as you feel this paw just like sit on your shoulder.
You have advantage.
Yeah.
On your first attack.
On my first attack?
Yeah, you break invisibility.
Okay.
as soon as you
So
attack, so
23 hit.
Yes.
That's going to be 11 slashing. The target is cursed. If it is a creature,
Okay.
the magical curse takes effect whenever the target takes a short or long rest, filling the target's thoughts with horrible images and dreams. The cursed target gains no benefit from finishing a short or long rest.
The curse lasts until it's lifted by.
Lifted by a
Lifted
remove
by a
curse spell,
remove curse
well, I don't want to say. And then,
Yeah.
you're gonna.
It's already in the chat,
Oh,
so we already kind of see it.
and then he strikes again with another 13 slashing.
I thought.
Wait,
I thought the
all
second
in the
was a
same
10.
attack?
No, so
There's two
the
attacks.
first one was you said was I had advantage, right? So I rolled twice,
Okay.
and then the
Oh, it's
second
23
attack would have been the 24,
The 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then the 10 is just because I started freaking out because you were
Okay, so
telling me
20.
advantage.
Okay, so 23.
So 24 slashing, and you're
Wait.
gonna have nightmares now and a bad tummy.
Okay, 24.
Your nightmares are gonna be like constantly those dreams where you have to pee and then you keep waking up.
Dude, fucking stupid. So I'm essentially out of the game, or I still get to act?
You're still acting. This is different.
Is
You're
your
s-
HP 0 or are you still up?
Okay, got it.
This would be
He's
Darfarius'
not
turn.
down, David.
Okay.
Also, I
Confused
need
by the
to,
curse.
and there he is.
Okay. So Darth still has the hammer on his foot.
Yeah.
Strength check.
Darth is gonna sit there and like
Well, you
lean
used your
forward.
rage. You got damage.
Yeah, I know.
Let's
He's
just say
gonna-
that's a good thing.
He's gonna like lean forward and whisper to the hammer, "Don't worry, baby. You're the only one for me," and give it like a nice little stroke, and then like try and pick it back up and swing at this thing.
I would like you to do a charisma saving throw.
The funny thing is I'm pretty sure Darth is good at charisma.
No,
Yeah,
it's
let's see how
Never
good your
mind.
stroke game is.
Haha.
The hammer starts.
Not David. You challenged Darth in it. You knew. You challenged
The hammer
Darth
starts to
in
like
it.
Don't do
quiver
not
and
fuck
shake
with ours,
as
bro.
you
You're
as you
just too
stroke it,
good.
Don't
and then
you
it starts to.
Whisper sweet.
Don't you worry, baby. And then he's gonna take an attack at this thing standing in front of him. It's gonna be a reckless attack, so he's gonna swing with advantage.
Okay.
23.
Your
23
first
to hit.
attack just sends you sailing through this thing as it like
It's an illusion.
disappears in front of you.
Oh, it was 100% illusion. I understood that.
Yeah.
Darth didn't, and that was a great thing to put in there, Viva. That was
Really
quite
good.
good.
Thank you for role playing it too. That makes it all the better.
Darth will then confusedly look around in his rage, see the next closest target, and then go to hit that thing. And that just so happens to be this Rakshasa. He's going to come over here. Because Darth is smart, and he understands flanking. And he's going to come
Already
give
has
this
advantage.
Rakshasa...
Only through reckless attacks.
He already
It doesn't have
reckless
it-
attack.
Does it count
you
for
s-
both
you-
attacks?
Yes. As soon as
No.
you declare it, it counts all across the board.
So this next attack will be reckless.
Because there's no point in saying like you reckless attack for one, you don't reckless
During
attack
this
for the other.
turn,
Because
but
it's,
attack
goes
you're
against-
still
yeah, it's the
taking
same
the
turn.
defects. You're taking
Yes.
the
Right.
downsides
So he's
against
still
it
going to
anyways.
attack the Rakshasa and be like, hey, kitty cat, you ready for my hammer? And then just give him the big bonk. 26 to hit.
He took my flanking.
You have your own shit to deal with.
It was gonna be that Rakshasa.
It's like you get a real angry horse boy.
Is 26 hit, Viva? Yay, nay.
I'm deciding whether
Oh,
or
he's
not.
deciding.
Wait,
Gotcha.
nay.
Deciding.
I'm deciding whether or not it hits.
It hits, Viva.
It hits.
It hits.
Damn it! It hits. There's nothing.
Rakshasas
There's nothing I
don't
can
have-
do.
No, Rakshasas have a lot of
Um,
broken stuff. They don't have a lot of AC.
So here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
This hammer does a fuck ton of things. So bear with me while we go through all the laundry list of
Oh no!
why this is a terribly strong hammer. So the damage is... It's 17 damage. He rolled a 1 for that, by the way. 17 damage. And this target can now no longer regain hit points for 1 minute.
Ooh.
It can make a DC 15 con save at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect early, but currently it cannot regain hit points
Oh, it goes through fire
for an entire round.
before it can save.
And then Darth is going to go into a frenzied rage and take a bonus action third attack. Dude, another one on the
Another
roll.
one.
Holy shit. And that's a 16 hit damage.
Okay. You talked a good game about how much damage you're gonna do. Is that it?
Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to do Darth proud, but I'm still just me with my shit rolls.
Yeah, but that Nat 20 charisma roll.
That nat 20 was key.
That was all Garth, though. We all know he rolled that
Yeah.
dice.
He blew on those dice for me.
There just flies in front of you. She gets. You guys are kind of like face to face, floating in the air. Don't think it hasn't crossed my mind. I know who you are. I've known what you've done. And it will be a great boon to my family when I pierce this sword through you.
This is fun.
20, a 28, and a 15 Which of those hit?
The first two hit.
Okay. 5 slashing and then 11 poison.
So 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the next one is
Crit.
9. Oh my god.
Fuck.
I can't do that math.
37.
37 plus 9.
So 46.
No, 46.
46
No,
plus the
30
16.
I'm just doing the bottom
30.
part.
37 plus 9 is 46
Yeah.
plus 16. So 47 for the second hit.
Cool. That's fine. I did the same thing. I don't know why I'm mad about it.
And as you're kind of reeling back, she just gives you like this little kiss on your cheek.
Ugh.
Darth again leans over. Get a room.
Ashid.
Oh man. Okay. Well, for my bonus action, like this is gonna help me. I would like to cast shield of faith on myself. So my
Holy
AC is now
crap.
20.
Almost down to 0 HP again.
So my AC is now 20. And then Astrid will say, I assure you, I've done a lot of things. You're gonna have to be more specific. And she'll hit it, and she'll hit her at advantage because of Vow of Enmity.
Yep.
23. Okay. I would like to. So I'm gonna roll base damage.
16.
So 16 plus. I'll do a first level smite, which is 2d8.
Yep.
2d8. So just roll 3d8.
No.
'cause-
So
Yeah,
then
3d8.
roll 3d8 because she's a fiend.
Correct.
So it's 16 plus 11, so 27. I don't know why I wanted to say 20. So 27 on the first hit. And then I'll hit her again. Does a 28 hit?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll that base damage again.
Okay.
And I'll put. Can I do 2 smites in the same?
Yes.
It's considered a
can
smell.
choose.
Spell.
No, it's not considered a spell. It's a special
Okay.
feature.
I will do
You're
another
using your
smite.
spell slots to do it, but it is considered a special feature.
I'll use another smite. I'll use a second level smite, which means it'll be 3d8
Plus
4.
1.
plus another d8 because she's 3d8, 48. Right? That's not wrong.
48.
I just rolled
Thank you.
48.
Holy shit. What
Holy
a roll.
fuck.
Woo!
What the fuck?
That was a good roll. That was a great roll.
roll.
It's just like the these two floating above, and it's just this like spray of lights and
Great fucking anime battle
and
right here.
Yeah.
and the blood just splattering fucking everywhere.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's so cool.
Holy shit.
Oh, after that second hit, Astrid will blow a kiss back.
This girl
You see her just
Holy
like kind of
shit.
like grab her chest and that witty like kind of the wittiness that she had earlier just
God.
isn't there, and she just grits her teeth at you, and there's these pointed fanged teeth, kind of like with you see like kind of in her mouth like rows of teeth like shark, and she just glares at you with this death stare.
Don't clench too hard, you might break one of those pretty teeth.
Is
my
that the end of your
God.
turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Please tell me that's the end of your turn.
All right.
That is the end of my turn. I have used all
Uh-huh.
things.
So here's the funny thing. So she's actually randomly got 2 extra levels as a fighter, and now she's action surging and doing it all again.
I would like to action surge.
Viva's left the game. Liam.
Bonus action disengage. I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna try to get as close to the Valen as I can to still. Can I get this? Count this as flanking? sort of diagonal. Like I know like we're holding different boxes, but like I would get as close.
I don't.
So that I can be across.
Yeah, he's flanked technically. Like
Because like I'm going.
you're
across
just
him.
adding. You're just adding yourself into already a flanked character.
And
so.
also just standing between me and this guy.
Sure, whatever.
And Valen. All right, cool. So then I will attack him with Talon. At 21.
Talon being what kind of object?
It's a magical sword.
Um, 21 does hit.
21 damage.
Oh, because sneak attack is essentially you're flanking. Okay.
Well, I mean, he had. I would do sneak attack regardless because he has people engaged with him.
Right. Okay.
Make sure everything's set up right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Big boy is going to attack, and so these attacks, well, okay, so one of these attacks is going to be for both you two. Actually, no, I can't do that. I lied.
He's at disadvantage against me.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So.
it won't hit me anyway.
It
Oh,
wouldn't hit me.
really?
And 11 doesn't hit.
He's flanking Terry if he's attacking Terry, so he'd get advantage.
Yeah, so still doesn't hit.
Oh, I see what
You
you're
rolled
saying.
two 11s.
We're playing checkers. He's flanking like the Rochester's
Yeah.
flanked by us. Terry is flanked by the other two. If the serrated tail is going after Terry, it would have advantage. If it was going after Liam, it has disadvantage because of Liam's spell. It just depends on who you intended to attack, and those are how the game rules work.
Right.
He's
So
taking many attacks.
okay, because it's not that I'm taking so many attacks. Because what he's saying is I should have been rolling at advantage because you're flanked.
Any rule that goes against them, we can use against them. They
Essentially,
can use
look
against us.
at there's two serrated tail attacks, and they both don't hit, right? Because at advantage, 17 doesn't hit you, right?
17 does hit.
17. Well, it's equal to my armor class. It's still.
Oh,
Which
so
means
it does
So
hit.
it did hit. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a 14.
So he's taking both damage.
Use some of my.
And then the hooves
Well-
also hit.
And then 10 bludgeoning from the hooves.
If he's only
Okay.
attacking Valen, then both of those hit. If he's targeting
So
me,
Yeah.
then I am down.
This would be Valen's your turn.
Hold up. So I need to take. I'll take down a 16. And I will have to start rolling the saving throw.
Yep.
Okay, so.
fail.
Okay. That's one fail, and now the Rakshasa's turn. I need. So he looks at this. He looks at Darfarius, and then he lays his palms
Held one. It was
side up, like sky side up, and he wraps his fingers down on his shoulders. And Darfarius feels, kind of feels the sensation. I need Darfarius to roll a
Dude, keep
Constitution-
it in your pants until later. Come on. I don't need to feel that right now.
Constitution saving throw.
consultation. That's
Consti-
failed. That you're
Oh my god. I was about to say, I was like, what happened to my stats? I was looking at Valen's plus 0. Oh my god.
Oh,
God
man, man.
damn it!
And that's
You
not
get
a
this-
roll of gold that you feel.
God damn, man.
He,
It's my
he
big
touches
ass
your
hammer.
shoulder. You have the sensation through, and he kicks you, doing no damage, but you begin
Oh.
to float.
What?
And as you float backwards, you gain your composure,
Wait, this is weird.
and you find yourself flying.
He has fly
No,
on you?
no, it was levitate.
I can fly.
Yeah,
No,
can
I
fly,
have-
I can fly.
I have fly.
Oh, you have
I have-
fly?
I have fly that I can cast on somebody. I was hoping he would fail this Constitution saving throw, and I would just fucking shoot him in outer space, just rolling.
Fly. I can fly. I can fly. I can fly. Dun, 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 dun.
But instead, I did something much worse.
So now Darth is like
He can drop
Whine it, like-
so the rock
like
shots will be
Donkey
concentrating
Kong
on the
winding
fly,
up
so he
his
can
hammer.
drop the fly
Straight like
whenever he
Thor
would want.
spinning.
Did you hear me do that?
I heard you.
Or just like spinning your hammer like Thor.
If you
Did you guys see all that? Don't look at that. I heard
Oh,
you.
sorry. Hurt your eyes.
Never mind.
Get it off the screen.
No, I need to see it.
You can just scroll up. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh.
What?
Weirdest ass chat log ever.
We all start speaking tongues.
So Darfarius was kicked back 5 feet.
Mhm.
The Rakshasa makes
Run for it?
a run for it, but you see this.
He can't turn invisible in the same turn that he cast fly.
I'm not turning invisible.
He's not.
Oh, you get
He's
oh,
running.
I didn't see
opportunity
where.
though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of fucking swinging him.
Yeah,
Yep.
you would get an attack of opportunity.
You would.
With advantage. And so would Darfarius doesn't because he got pushed away.
Darfarius is not there, so you
Yeah,
don't
he
have
got
advantage.
knocked 5 feet.
Oh, so I don't even advantage anymore.
Nope.
Sweet.
That just hits.
You're just taking the 12. I don't have any
Okay.
reason. Well, no, actually, if he's, I guess you wouldn't have anything else. I wouldn't be able to get.
You wouldn't have sneak attack.
So yeah, just 12.
Okay, so this would be Darfarius' turn, who now has the ability to fly. But
I'm the king of the world. I'll look around. All right. Bear with me here.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do an intelligence check or an intelligence save. It's +0. It doesn't matter. Above a 10, he's going after the Rakshasa. Below a 10, he's going after the biggest thing on the field, which is that centaur.
Is
okay,
that a centaur though?
It's not a centaur. I just don't know what to call it. I have the name.
Angry horse boy.
He said above a 10. He goes after Roxas.
I did. Yeah.
it's
So
50-50. So that's a.
yeah.
that's
So he's going over here. So he's going after. He's going after horse boy. So Darfarius is going to come swooping in, and try and like flying like baseball bat the hammer into the this thing's name, Armanite, because it is in our journals. The Armanite or whatever that thing that is.
Angry horse boy.
Angry horse boy. He is going to recklessly attack this thing for some sweet advantage. 27 to hit.
27 does hit.
20.
One.
Oh, yeah, 21 damage. It can now no longer heal for the next round. And then second attack. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Ooh, here we go. Here's the
Yeah.
damage numbers. 10, 26 damage.
26 damage.
26 on the second hit.
Okay.
And then raging. Third attack!
Oh my
Hold on.
Holding.
Never mind.
Never mind attacking.
Because there was a round of rage, right?
Every time he took damage or he did everything.
So the first round of rage, I dropped the hammer on my foot and took damage, so I kept
Made him
rage.
take damage.
The second round, I still hit something, and then third round is now, which I'm hitting this thing.
Whatever.
Yeah,
This game is stupid.
You're the one that made him take the damage, which, by the way, he would have halved. If Woo!
Damn.
My hammer is so big.
31 does not hit. Ironically, it's like anywhere between anywhere between 16 and 30. Prime spot 31, 37.
37 damage.
This thing is
Like a
reeling up,
minimum speed.
and he's ready.
Like wearing
Like
a
he's
helmet,
coming.
slowly
He
to
bucks
protect
up onto his hind legs, and he's gonna come down on Valen, who's prone.
You
come
leave
up
my
with this-
hammer carrier alone.
You come up with this uppercut, and this jaw just explodes. Let's hear it. He has exactly 37 HP left.
No way.
No
does.
way.
And like with all the might that he can, goes in for like an arcing uppercut, and like you see the marbled hammer just have like streaks of necrotic energy like start like seeping out of it as he comes in for the giant uppercut on the centaur, and then he's gonna like hover over the centaur's body, still flying, and then like teabag, and then say like, nobody tries to kill my hammer caddy. And ends his turn.
Hammer caddy.
My hammer caddy.
Destroy me.
That was Darfarius.
Oh. Fuck.
Darfarius' turn is over. So it's the Araness's turn.
No, it's
She
not.
looks- She looks at Astrid. This isn't going to end well for you tonight. There's more than that one surprise waiting for you.
Have I been surprised?
Well, there's probably like something if you guys got her room or some shit.
17, 17, and a 23.
Only the 23 hits.
Woo! 8 slashing with 12 poison. As you manage to dodge each one of the attacks.
That's it.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not. I can still roll.
You can still roll.
So what was the total damage? Sorry.
20.
20 damage.
All right.
Is it 5 plus the damage?
Hold on. I'm finding it. So you knocked out all my HP, but I still have my
Shield,
Strength
right?
of the Grave.
Yeah.
It's
Here's what's going to happen, though, because you're flying. You're going to take fall damage. You're already at 0 HP.
We established that the boots don't let you take fall damage when you go
No,
unconscious.
The boots didn't let her go prone.
No, the boots. Oh, I can.
It
put
says,
But
the
she's-
boots
it
in
says,
the
it
trap.
says in the text that it lets you fall slowly to the ground. It won't let you crash.
Oh, okay.
It says like you descend at a rate of 30 per round, like
Is it 5 plus the damage taken?
It's a charisma saving throw. Hold on.
Yeah.
which is essentially
Hold on.
featherfall, so you wouldn't take damage.
Let me. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me find it.
Sorcerer.
It's
there.
a dark strength of the grave. Okay, it's a DC 5 plus damage taken. So it's 25. Fuck, it's a 25
No,
DC.
is it over the?
I have to make a charisma saving throw. My charisma is a plus 10. It's a plus 13. No, plus 10. Sorry.
No, your charisma's not plus 10.
My
Oh, your
charisma
saving
saving
throws.
throw is plus 10.
Oh no, then you can totally make it.
I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, you roll a 15 or higher.
He's still up. He's still up.
I now have 1 HP and a dream.
That's all you
Holy
need
shit.
in D&D. That's all you need.
All right. Cool.
Remember, Viva, you pissed her off. You pissed her off first.
I pissed her off months ago.
You
I have-
literally murdered
I
me in our
pissed-
first episode
Yeah,
I was ever
this
in.
is and ever in the last
You'll
like
never
month
live it
it's
down,
yeah,
dude.
this last month
Alright.
I've been paying the price.
Sorry, I haven't hit like more than once in any combat encounter. So like, you've been worrying about me being the heavy hitter. Hasn't done shit in a while.
Yeah,
You
I
keep
don't even worry
running
about you
away
anymore.
from me. You keep doing like.
Yeah, I just walk away from you because you're like, oh, it's just Liam, and I
Holy
just walk
God.
away.
You're just like.
Usually
I'm
he's
just gonna
knitting.
Go.
Okay, so Ashton, it is your. Was that your turn?
This quilt is gonna.
No,
be
that
so
was your
good.
turn.
That was your turn.
That was
Right,
you trying to
okay.
kill her. Now it's her turn.
I mean, I got pretty close.
You got really close.
You were very close. I will give you that one. All right.
I mean, you did crit her.
You did.
You can use
Earlier.
the treat. You still have the treat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My bonus action. I'll 100% eat that treat.
You can
What
also
is it,
just
6
take. You can
points?
also just take a potion,
Four.
which is more
Four.
than.
4 points. Yeah.
Please name your treats something cool.
Okay. I will
Valen
figure out
salty
something.
nuts.
No.
Dried
Alright,
meat.
so bonus action, I would like to take
Tough
a
jerky.
potion of healing. Just a
Oh,
normal
she didn't
one.
even eat your salty nuts. 9.
Hey.
9.
So I got 8 healing points.
Yep.
I had 8 from that. Cool. I will heal 8. So I have 9 HP. Really moving up in the world. Okay. I am pissed. I would like to hit her in the face, please.
Oh, you need to
And
do a
thank you.
concentration check for your. Did anything you have in concentration? What's your?
Shield of Faith.
Shield of face, not concentration. I can double check.
No. I think you're right. I just remember you cast a spell and everything.
No, shield of faith is concentration. My
Okay.
bad.
With this, it's mirror image.
Mirror image is not. I can make a concentration check. Is it check or save?
Safe.
Save. The phrasing is concentration check.
You pass.
60?
It's half of the damage dealt, which is 20.
Oh, okay.
So you needed above 10.
Above a 10. Okay. All right. Well, so the shield is back, still up. I would like to hit her in the face, please. Does a 29 hit?
What the fuck?
Go ahead and roll that damage. You know it's gonna hit.
Ooh.
Hold on. So it's 11 slashing plus 1d8.
How much?
11 slashing plus 1d8.
Where's your D8 coming from?
She's a fiend.
Thing. It's a thing.
Wait,
Fiend? No. That's only when you. That's only when you
use-
smite.
Yeah,
Only when I smite. Never
Only when
mind.
you smite.
Well, I'll remember. That's right.
When smite, then
Thanks.
Keep that in there.
So I'll pump in a second level smite.
So it's 3d8.
So I've
Sorry,
already
no.
rolled the 1d8.
Yeah, just 3d8.
So it's another 3d8. Holy shit!
Good lord.
So that's 23
Damn.
So that's 31
plus 40. Yeah,
plus
42.
11. 42
damage.
On the first
on
hit.
the first hit.
Good lord.
What am I doing?
42
42 damage to the Aaron, yes.
19
On the
plus
first
Wait,
hit.
hold on. I already did the 11.
Okay,
Oh,
so
then
8
it's-
plus 23.
So
Yeah.
then it's 31.
31.
Mm-hmm.
That's radiant damage, if that means anything.
I think she's getting the bonus over there. I don't think that they're excessively weak to it. I think that's only really weak undead.
I haven't had to do any saving throws, right?
Unless you have
Not
any
for
concentration.
Astrids.
No, not for her. Unless you've been running a concentration spell.
Yeah. And I don't think the Araness
Smite just hits.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, you're good.
Because you rolled a 29 and a 26. Okay.
I rolled the 26 charisma save to not die,
Okay,
and then the first hit was a 29.
gotcha,
The Constitution save that she did was her to keep her Shield of Faith up.
gotcha.
So we're just keeping her checked.
Okay. I would like that to be the end of your turn.
There's one more
One
attack.
more attack.
Fuck my life.
Damn,
This is
where the
27
hell
hit.
come with
Good
those
hit.
rolls?
Dude, this is like
Damn it.
this should have been the bout, like just another one of these, like down to the wire bouts in the fucking.
She's
In the
not,
pit.
she's
Remember,
not over.
Viva, she's sitting on 1 HP right now.
9
Yeah, I
She's
know, this
done
is a
over,
fucking
like,
amazing.
150
Sorry, 9 HP because she drank a
damage
bottle.
I drank a potion.
All
But
right,
she was
let's
sitting
see what
on 1
happens.
HP.
Oh
What
my
you can hype this
God.
up? And she's gonna roll nothing but ones right here.
All right, so straight damage from the Dragon Slayer
Oh, there's the one.
Fucking called it.
is 11. I'll pump another.
Do it. You gotta take it down, otherwise you're not gonna get another round.
Is she? Oh, ugh, fuck this. 4th level smite.
Oh,
68.
Yep.
I lied. I would like to do a 3rd level smite.
Okay,
That's fine.
so that's 48.
You haven't rolled the
5.
damage, so that's fine.
Divine smite 2. So it's 5. So it's 68, right?
No, it's
No, 5d8.
Okay.
4th,
What?
wait,
You went
4th
higher?
level?
She went
So,
third.
no,
She
Wait,
went
no,
third
you're doing 3rd level. You're doing 3rd level
level.
plus
Yeah,
an extra
third.
2.
68.
So that's
So it's
48.
48. 5
Sorry.
d8.
48. 48. 48.
David said 6 on 4, so I just subtracted 1.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So it's
33 damage.
On top of that was the 5d8.
Yeah, I added it. Another 33 damage.
It's just blood is just seeping all over her face. And they're just dripping off her fangs.
still surviving.
You're as
Wow.
difficult as to kill as they said.
He's fucking famous, man.
I would love to know who these sources of the rumors are. I didn't know I had a fame running around in your circles.
Give me a second, and you'll meet that fame
Oh fuck!
when you visit the Nine Hells.
Oh fuck!
Oh shit!
Liam,
She's still alive. Oh my gosh!
I should have gone before the
This is the most beefy motherfucker ever.
She's significant.
She's like as strong as a dragon.
Alright, I'm coming over
My
here.
god.
I'm stepping across Valen's body to kind of protect him, but I can't help him at this moment. I see the fight that's going on over there. I see the Rakshas over there. I pull out my bow. I take a shot at the Araness. I'm going to use... I should have... Yep, I still have... I want to use an arrow +1, so it's an enchanted arrow as well. So it'll do... It's additional +1 to hit, and it's an additional +1 damage. Okay?
it doesn't mean it's a magical arrow, right? It's just
No,
enchanted.
it's enchanted. Well, that means it's magical.
Okay,
I mean, it's coming from a magical weapon too, but yeah.
gotcha.
I'm going to use 1 luck just to see if I can get a higher roll. Does a 19 hit?
As it passes by you. As it passes by.
Wait, no, it's a 20 because I said it's a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. 20's missed before. Uh,
Okay.
I moved. Hold on. One, two, three, four. I'm gonna yell at Darfarius to protect Valen and get after the Rakshasa, and I'm gonna move underneath the Araness with my sword drawn. And then I have a bonus action, but I don't have anything I could really use it with.
They're up in the air.
Bonus action,
They're
I'm going to use Shadow Blade. It does not do the damage, it's just me casting it.
Okay.
I know they're up in the air, but I'm moving closer to the area.
This would be Valen's turn.
Rolling that saving throw.
Oh.
If y'all don't save me, I'm gonna die. Just to let you know.
Okay.
Didn't
The Rakshasa disappears. Darfarius, it's your turn. But before you get a chance to move, you hear this rumbling from. All right, this is gonna. It's not gonna be what you think, so just give me a second.
I'm cool with whatever you do.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's not as bad as you think.
I mean, if any of those happen, we're fucked.
From the trees, you hear this. As out stumbles these creatures. You recognize them, I'm sure.
Fucking mummies.
But it is Darfarius' turn.
David, you gotta talk off mute now. Come on.
Darf can't do anything other than try to help his party members.
His hammer caddy.
Yeah, he has to make sure his hammer caddy is alive. He's gonna run over to Valen and use his action to feed a health potion to Valen.
Yeah.
For 8 points, and he'll lose his rage for the turn. Is it possible for me to use my bonus action and some of my movement to like grab Valen and drag him away some, or is that purely an action thing?
Yeah, you're gonna have half movement.
That's fine. So that was 5 feet. He has 40 feet of movement, 35 feet, so 15 more feet. So we can move 1,
3
2,
squares away.
3. So if you put Valen right here, that's where he'll be.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm back alive, y'all.
I'm back alive, y'all.
And then he's gonna turn and be like, Liam, why didn't you just walk over him? He was lying right there.
I tried to take a
That's
shot
his
on the
turn.
Araness and protect Astrid. What do you want? And like, fuck. Just focus on what's at hand.
I don't know. Care for your teammate.
He was. It's just not the teammate you want.
Everyone's mad at me. I can't help that I rolled bad. Come on.
It's fine.
I guarantee I was going to do that, but Astrid was still like next round was gonna like fight. So like I had to like we're either gonna fight with 2 down people or with 1 down person. I was hoping to make it 1. Can't help that I rolled bad.
You can't be charmed, right?
Who?
You.
No.
Everyone can, yes.
No, I cannot. If he attempts to charm me, I cannot.
Thank you
I thought it was
for
just
clarifying
advantage.
that. You feel this kind of silky, furry hand reach across your face. As right next to you, the Rashaka, the same nasty smell of like rotten meat.
It's a straight roll. He has disadvantage on his. He's a straight roll on his first attack, and it's a disadvantage on his second attack.
But I was
That's why it's a straight roll first attack. I have protection from good, evil, and good. So
okay. So I had a 20 on my first roll.
I'll use shield, and it won't hit.
Okay, and then the other ones, I guess, that don't hit is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my turn.
Is it back up?
Hold on, I've got a question on to whose turn it was, because I just went as Darth
Yeah.
at 15 to just heal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the order of operations.
I think putting all the extra things in just got us confused. I think it would be.
Yeah, no, I guess
it would be Araness and then Astrid before we would have had the Rakshas's turn.
It's 3 mummies and then.
no, because you had a turn. You had a.
He went invisible and ran away, and then.
And then Darth went over and grabbed Valen to heal him. That's what I just did.
Oh,
and then
okay.
everything showed up.
My bad. I
No, you're
screwed
good.
that all
I
up.
think I think all the things showing up just got us confused as before.
Like,
Okay.
So where we would
So he's not there.
So yeah, it would have been 13, 13, and 10's turns, and then the Araness and then
Sorry.
Astrid.
Okay, so
he gets to move and probably attack here. He gets to move. And he gets to move.
Yeah, and if he's attacking, he has disadvantage. I'm taking back my shield use.
at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, so 11 does not hit.
Nope.
Sorry. Yeah, it got real confusing once I started doing this.
No, it's okay.
Okay, now the air nest gets to attack.
Correct.
Yep.
Hey, Viva, can you roll below a 20, please?
Let me try.
Okay, thank you. Wait.
No.
I failed.
I will remember this.
That would be. Oof.
She's out.
I'm out.
Can't switch weapons.
I can.
Ooh.
I get to make 3 attacks. I
You
can.
use
It
3
doesn't.
attacks, but
It
you can't
doesn't.
make-
But it doesn't specify anywhere that I can't
All
pick
right.
and choose which attacks. So that would go towards you, Liam.
Okay, I will uncanny dodge.
You're gonna
So
uncanny
half-
dodge that.
Yeah, I'll just half it.
Okay, so that was 35 plus
11,
11, so 46, so 23.
23.
And does a 19 hit?
Actually, I already have the poison too. I'm resistant to poison.
Oh, okay. So
So fourth.
36 minus 5
was it
minus
35?
10.
So I just say 6 poison and then half.
35. No, wait. 35.
poison, right?
So
And then
that's
I take a fourth of that. Half.
a
and half.
fourth?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
resistant and I'm dodging it. And
Okay.
then
So
I take
6
half of
plus
11,
5.
which will be
So
5 and then 6. So I take 11.
11.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
No.
Okay. That was her.
And then I need a Constitution saving throw.
You good?
Yep.
You happy?
I'm just playing by the rules. Like,
I'm just saying no. Like I mean,
Yeah,
are you
I'm
happy
just-
with?
yeah.
I ain't questioning you. I love that you guys know so much about it, dude. It helps me out.
I'm doing my poison check. I'm doing everything else.
Yep. You're great. I appreciate it. I love having you guys as players. You guys make up for the shit I don't know, which is everything. Astrid.
It's your turn.
Shit.
It is now your turn. So you have to guess that save.
I guess I'll roll a death save. It's just a straight D20.
No, no, roll
Yep.
the death save from the thing because it
Where is it?
should be you click it right.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
That's a save.
As you like let out this gurgle, this air nest that kind of like floats above you just gives you this wink.
Oh.
You have no way to respond.
Fuck, see you in hell, bitch.
You have no way to respond. You are out.
Liam?
Wait, how many what's the number for being saved?
Above a 10
It's-
and up is save.
10 and higher
Under
is
10
safe.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
under
like a
10 is
50-50
low.
shot.
Or is
It's
a
actually
fail.
better than 50-50.
It's based on
Oh, yeah,
what you get
'cause
your.
It's 50.
'Cause that's a
You
save,
hit
right?
10. Yeah,
That's
that's
a-
10
no,
is a
so-
save.
10 is a save.
Yeah.
But because
Yeah.
of the way it's 1 through 9 is a failed, 10 through 20 is
Yeah.
a
So you got like 51%.
55.
Mm-hmm.
55.
Just saying.
Nerd.
There's 20 options.
It's just math. It's just math.
Wait, I'm confused.
Hold on, I'm confused.
What's wrong?
It rolled a 7 on the die plus 3,
I don't know.
Oh.
but it literally says death save.
I have +3 on all saves.
See,
Oh.
Fucking shit!
Man,
That's
Wait, does that count? Does that
insane.
count if you're down?
Plus
Yeah,
three
it would.
bonuses.
If it's
Yeah,
in
no,
D&D
go
Beyond,
to
it
your,
counts.
go to your thing.
yeah, look, we're not going to question D&D Beyond,
never mind.
who
It
we love
otherwise.
so very much. D&D Beyond.
Never been a mistake ever.
we
No.
believe in D&D Beyond so much they should sponsor our stream.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a really excellent
We could be the
point.
premier D&D Beyond stream. That would be cool.
Yeah, we just got to knock off Critical Role.
It does. She fails because she's unconscious, and the feature specifically says while you are conscious, you gain a +3 to all saving throws and to your allies. So it was a 7. So it's technically a fail, unfortunately.
Okay.
That's why I was concerned.
Dang. Good job.
Auras of protection.
Way to fucking-
all of the auras are insane.
It's
But
man, no, fair is
If
fair.
you go down,
Dude,
as the
I love that you
Fair is
guys,
fair.
Fair is fair.
because I cheat like a motherfucker.
But the D&D Beyond didn't make a mistake.
Yeah,
No,
D&D
if
Beyond.
she was awake,
I'm gonna blame my death on D&D Beyond and Viva. So it's
Don't you dare! I will take that blame. I'll fall on that sword. Not you,
no.
D&D
No, I'll blame
Beyond.
D&D Beyond 100%. Listen, if D&D Beyond would just roll better, I wouldn't be in this position.
Or I can revive Astrid, which is best.
It's your call, bud.
Balin's next up in the order. I'm gonna save us from the horde first.
No, Astrid, it's you up.
Yeah.
Astrid just did
her saving
Did
throw,
my death
and that's
save.
her turn.
Yeah,
And
so
that's
it's
my
you,
entire
Liam.
turn.
So yeah,
Yeah.
then Balin's up. So
No,
I'm go-
Liam's up. Am I hearing this wrong?
Yes.
Okay, I'll shut up then.
All right.
So
I'm going to protect us. I'm going to use Wall of Fire. I'm going to use the Staff of Fire really quick. I'm going to hold it and cast Wall of Fire. And it's going to be a ring. It's 20. I'll do this. Alright. So. Oh shit. I want the details in. There. I'm doing 20 foot ring around all of us. But
So 20 foot in diameter.
Correct.
So it's 4 boxes wide.
And it should.
So
fit
yeah, that's
all
the
of
correct
us.
size.
So can you put it around us?
There.
Perfect.
You see?
That's tight, but that's
It goes 20 feet tall. It does damage, and it does damage on entry. So anything 10 feet out from us takes the fire damage. So it takes 24 fire damage on cast. They have to take a dexterity saving throw, or they take half.
Gotcha. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah, but I mean the Araness is taking damage now. And
Why?
Okay.
She's not in it.
tree.
It's,
Take the
it's
tree.
20 feet high. So
Yeah,
she's
but
in
she's
it.
not in the circle.
It's
it does. It's 10 feet
radiating
out from
10
the
feet out.
exterior.
So she's right on it.
Okay. What's the damage I gotta roll against?
24.
Dexterity save of I assume 15. And then pretty sure an Araness has resistance to fire though.
So Viva, that's roughly the area that they'll take damage within.
Oh,
Thank you. Is between the two circles.
Gotcha. Thank you. That's very helpful. I'm immune to fire.
Then Araness
Makes sense.
is,
She's from hell.
I knew
Makes
she
sense.
was something with fire. I couldn't remember what it was. And then for my bonus action, I will swing a potion because I can't give it to anybody.
Oh, my donut's not perfect. I'm missing a block on the northern
Also-
side, but it's whatever.
Also, when she attacked me, she needed to attack me with disadvantage before. So we're gonna leave it what it was. But you said it crit me, but she should have been attacking me with disadvantage. So I forgot that. I'm not gonna go back and do it now. I'm just gonna use my potion of healing.
Okay.
I just realized it now. Alright, I'll take 7 back. Alright, cool. And so they take damage every time they enter the zone. So if they were already in the zone, or if they entered, or if they end their turn.
All right, so this would be Valen's turn.
Okay. So
Also, if they're mummies again or whatever
wait,
they
I
were,
can
they take
I
double. I
I
think they're
I
just weak
I
to fire.
cannot yet heal Astrid, right? Or
Yes,
can
you,
I heal?
yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you can. Why wouldn't you be
Okay.
able to?
All right. Then hold up. Then I am going to use a Cure Wounds on her.
Touch.
You got to walk over at least to touch her. Like you can do that spell, just you need to move your character over to touch her.
I'll move him.
There you go.
Let me see which level of the Cure Wounds I'm. Okay.
I'll take any level. Give me a level 1.
16. So
that is your
Thank you.
Yeah.
action. You still have your bonus action.
Yes, and for my bonus action, I'm gonna give myself a Bard's Inspiration just to prepare for everything. Action. Good. All right. So I rest my turn for now.
All right. There is this screaming as this fire erupts all around you. There's like this like ungodly sound of as one of the mummies that's inside of this just ignites like kindling. The airness, you hear
Like
screeching, this
burning
like
old
this
toilet
like
paper.
yeah, this like this air nest is screeching, this like horrid, like almost like vulture sound. And then you hear this deep thrumming voice through the crackling of the fire. I grow so tired of dealing with you. I almost wish to ignore her orders and finish you myself. And through the crackling fires, the airness disappears.
What the fuck?
Oh!
Fucking
Not
power!
again.
Synaptic.
Wait, can I?
Oh my
No,
god.
she's not in area
Plane
of attack.
shifting.
Sentinel.
You fell to the ground. She
Oh.
was still flying.
Sentinel,
She's not in
Sentinel,
your
Sentinel.
area. She is not in your area of attack.
And as this kind of like the weight of the situation kind of hits you, you hear like this crumpling of these like dust and bones all around you. And you find your guys selves inside this orchard.
Oh
with
my
this-
god, I wanted to
with
kill
this-
that target so bad.
With this giant fire still crackling all around you.
Take a break.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome
man.
awesome encounter.
Ugh.
Awesome encounter.
I still have nightmares from Rakshasas.
Oh, such a good encounter. We'll be back.
I was saving
What the fuck did I miss?
A lot.
I said I'm never not around. It's both a
Steven, did you
statement
see
and
my
a
drink
threat.
on stream though?
Yeah. Well, only then I kept telling you to move it. In front of you, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it does. I disappear.
Wait.
You see?
Oh yeah, no. My dumbass keeps looking at you. Yeah, look
Yeah, you
at
can't
that.
look at me here. You gotta look at me on stream.
That's awesome.
It's
I
so
love it.
cool. It was when it was fuller, it was more fun. But now I'm like drank a lot of it. But
Yeah,
look,
I
had
kept-
like potion of invisibility.
I kept
It was
because
so
you guys were
cool.
talking about it, and I was just like, do it. And then I was just watching, and I was like, that's not that cool. Because I was looking at the wrong screen. I'm an idiot. All right, welcome back to M&A&D&D. Welcome back for the break. All right. You guys have now found yourself in the field. These giant wall of flame has died down, and where you had seen this horde of mummies coming towards you, you just see these crumbled heaps of bone, gristle, and wrap. You find yourselves in an empty clearing with only the sound of nature around you. That ain't it. That ain't the one. There's this giant heap of a being which was the protector of this glade. But you find in front of you not what you expect. You don't see any signs of the Rakshasa or the eeriness.
I would say, I mean, Ashford's pissed that she ran, so she's like still in full battle mode of like where the Aaron Yes was, kind of like in that square in front of her. She's just gonna like slam her glaive into the ground out of frustration.
Is everyone okay?
Wait, are we slamming things into the ground? Dar slams his hammer into the ground. Yeah, that's a good hammer. How big of a crater is this?
Guys, is everyone okay?
No, they ran again.
I killed something and I'm not dead and they barely touched me, so I'm kind of bored.
I'm barely alive.
All right. We're regardless gonna have to work on, at some point. We're gonna have to try to trap them or work on that. They always seem to pop up at the least opportune times.
I can invite that pussycat to an evening of hanky panky. So that's one trapped. I think Astrid could get the other one.
I'm not sure that's a invite that you're gonna want to do.
I'm very charismatic. I can make it happen.
Let's see which of these. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right zoom here. Astrid, are these portals? Does this look like the right place? I mean, it looks like there's one over there that's destroyed. Is that the one you probably came in last time?
I'll take a look around. I'm assuming that this is.
I'm gonna need you when you look around. I'm gonna need you to do investigation checks.
Okay. Sure. Oh, no, that's not my dice. Okay, yeah, so my investigation sucks.
Roll the 22.
What is this thing? Where's here? What is this? Is this a torch?
Those are torches.
Wait, why are we getting torches now?
Viva, why are
What
you
the
putting
fuck?
torches
I
on?
didn't know that was a thing.
Huh? Cool.
It got lighter all of a sudden.
Sorry, I thought that was yeah. All right, let me see here.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a
I'm
22.
really good. I'm really good at this shit. Oh,
Oh, you're seeing the symbols?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first one we found. Is that going to the broken one?
yeah, the swirly one goes to the broken one.
Yeah. We're looking at one that looks for like a waterfall.
Suspiciously like a magic person.
Yeah. There's a witch in this one.
I could work with a witch.
Or turn backwards. So it's a backwards G with the curly Q.
Just make one.
Oh, that one.
Don't put that in your notes.
As
Don't you have that in
after
your notes?
and doing some investigation, you recognize on some of these.
I wrote down what they were supposed to look like, but I don't remember what they are. I remember the 5 backwards one, but that's the one that's broken.
And as you approach some of these gates, they light up. This one here does not.
This one? Can you ping it again?
I think I wrote an X on it.
Okay, the X one. Got it. I thought that one goes to the one that's with rubble. Am I wrong?
Yep.
Okay, so the 5 goes to this one. This one does not light up.
The 5 goes to the one that doesn't light up.
I thought the one with rubble would be the one that Astrid came in.
I mean, we
This
don't
is
know
something.
that. We
This
know
is
it
something that
closed
you
from
guys
the
all
other
could.
side.
This is something you guys could all talk about in roleplay, please.
Sure. I'm gonna walk over to the ones over here. Is there a body lying right here?
Ah, fuck. Yes. Oh, what is this?
Oh, is this the person you went looking for?
Yeah. Can I search his body for the harbor pen that he should have
Yeah.
had on
Do
his
a better
person?
investigation check than your 6, please.
That's asking a lot of me, okay?
Do you want me to look for something?
You do.
I did a
You do.
12.
You recognize this body, one, having been weeks ago, the body that you had been looking for of the missing Harper. When you had crossed through the previous time, this was the being that you'd seen, and now you confirm it 100% when you see like tucked into his lapel the Harper's pin.
All right.
It's with that recollection you remember that the dead gate you had crossed through
Rawless. Rayless. That's his name. Sorry.
Is there any door in particular you want to investigate?
I'm trying to remember which ones we've seen. Because I only recognize this one from what we have.
There's one that leads to the tomb.
What was the icon for that one?
I have to dig through my notes. Give me a second.
Okay, I don't remember what the icon was for that one. We're looking for the one that was where we lost Val. Would have been the icon with the waterfall. I don't think I see it. I'm gonna search the rubble.
Okay.
All right,
When you search the rubble, I'm gonna like you to do another investigation check.
Yeah.
As you're sifting through this rubble, you
It's okay.
come across parts of the stone structure that used to exist,
Mm-hmm.
and it draws a direct line to an image that you had seen on the other end. That was a depiction of maybe a waterfall.
Shit.
So, I'm sorry. The rubble seemed to have had a picture of a waterfall, is what you just said, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to take
Yep. I understand.
sketches in with the little doodad to get clear ones for everyone.
How long has it been since we searched for
About a week.
the Harper?
Oh,
There's been longer
sorry.
than a week.
Like 2 weeks.
So he's pretty squishy.
No, it's been longer than that.
Because you saw the Harper, you spent a couple nights there, still in the town. Then you guys had to travel all the way to. Fuck, what
We
part
went
of the
to the
mission
tomb
was
and
that?
back.
That was.
Oh yeah, so it's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was
It
before.
might have been
that.
like
It was
3
a
weeks.
couple adventures ago. I don't think it was before the. It was after the ice cavern, but before the Yantees.
Yep.
Okay. If he was fresher, I would say I could probably transport his body, but he's probably pretty gross at this point. In that case, I feel like she would be pretty focused on him. So that was part of the mission that she failed.
We know.
So can I start? I'm gonna wander to like the edge of the glaive here and start digging, if that's okay.
Okay.
So we know where we are. We know this is the hub site. We have symbols for the active portals left. We could blindly guess, but I mean, the tree that reminds me of Luskin. So maybe that goes to Luskin.
Which one?
The tree. We didn't see the portal for that one, so I'm just guessing.
But it looks like a tree, like a giant tree,
Yeah,
which reminds you of Luskin.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And that's all I'm saying.
Viva, just to confirm the things that were said, we are saying that the symbol that would have been at the snake's den was not the waterfall, correct?
Correct.
Because I'm trying to confirm, because the only thing that I have in my notes was the other path leads to a stone doorway. It's the same that we saw under Luskin and Waterdeep, and it has a sun carved on it.
Right. Yes.
So
I, I as the outside player don't.
Are
see
you
that
trying to
in-
tell me that my art does not depict?
I see
Wow.
a tree
Sorry.
and a wizard. The rest are squiggles.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fix, Alex. Is I'm trying to get some things that match
No,
up for
I'm just falling on the
everyone.
blade. I'm saying I don't know what all the iconography is, and so some of them are, from what I'm telling, and it's
Okay.
also difficult to draw on this. So I'm not saying
I understand that it's difficult to draw on this.
Yeah, but I'm
Which is
I'm
why I'm
saying
attempting.
this right, but I'm just gonna fall in the middle here and say I don't know which one's which either.
What I don't like is that you guys question my artistic ability.
Now there's a bicycle spoke in one of the locations, but I still
Yeah, have you guys not made it to the land of bicycles yet? That's not on me. That's not on me.
But yeah.
Thanks, Viva.
No, thank you.
So the ones that we think the ones that we know of are there's one in Luskin, we know there's one in Water.
Do we know there's one in Luskin?
Yes.
Did Val tell us?
Yes.
Okay.
There's one in Luskin. There's one in Waterdeep. There's one in the Yanti temple. There's one in the waterfall location. We believe that there was one in the far north with the White Dragon location. But that one was only hinted at, and I don't think we ever confirmed it.
I don't think you got any vibes from up there, did you?
I don't think he vibed for it, but I think someone mentioned it. I might be wrong on that one. Prior to all of this, we also did some teleporting, but like from point A to point B, that didn't go through the hub world. And those were we went from the long road from a tavern and off the long road, and it teleported us much further to one of the castles. And then they had another portal. So that was taking us outside of to a swamp outside of the castle. And then inside the castle, there was another portal, which Rainer messed with, which brought us to one location.
Hey, Rainer didn't do shit. That was me.
Rainer messed with.
Hold on. You guys are now confusing teleportation circles with
Portals.
Yep.
Portals.
That's different.
There was but there were portals.
Mm.
There was
Just a heads up.
We took. Wasn't there a portal that we took?
Also, Valen, you have a message. I know you're doing push-ups or whatever.
All right, we're not gonna worry about any of the old stuff then. But I'm just trying to think of all the times that the dragon cultists were using things like this. I'm trying to think of any other way. This is the only access to this is the other side of the portal that Val got into. Where is he? Did he get out?
I would
Narrow vein get out.
I would like for all of you to do investigation. And I would also like to know if anybody speaks
That should not be at an advantage. My bad. Well, it's 12 either way, so whatever.
is speaking fairy a thing?
It's Faye.
Sylvan.
It's
Faye.
Sylvan. I speak
Yeah.
it.
Okay. You recognize this top portal
Impact man.
as it's written in Sylvan.
Oh, fun.
Oh, that reminds me. I can if these are all right. I'll read this one because it's written something I know. But if I realize that this one's written something I know, after I read this one, I can cast comprehend languages as a ritual, and I can kind of look around for any other languages to interpret. But I'll start. What's this one in Sylvan?
That
I'm
one
gonna-
is just. It's just is okay. Written in Sylvan, it says, um, it says Fae.
Okay.
And then so now you're saying with your ability, you can kind of recognize other languages that aren't Sylvan.
Yeah. So if you give me a second, I'll take. Realizing that one of these is written in Sylvan, I'll take 10 minutes to cast Comprehend Languages. So
Mhm.
just give me a second. I will see what I need for it. I take some a pinch of soot and salt, and I cast it into it, and I start doing the ritual for it.
Okay.
And it takes me 10 minutes to cast. And
In that 10 minutes, um, can I go ahead and say that I finished burying Raylis? Right, Raylis?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
yeah, once it's done, I can understand any written language I see, but I must be touching the surface in which the words are written.
Okay. This one comes to you as you understand it in Draconic, and you understand it to read 9 hells.
All right. Once I start realizing this one says Fae, this one starts saying 9 hells, I'm also going to start pulling out my spell book, which has the wheel of the worlds, the planes, and I'm gonna start tracking the ones that there's portals to.
Do you say any of this out loud?
Yes.
Cool.
So all these I'm reading out loud, and I'm gonna be like, this one's written in Draconic, and it's the 9 hells. This one, and the one over there at the 12 o'clock, that one's Fae. And it's written in Sylvan. If it's Fae and Sylvan, like if it's the word Fae in Sylvan, I mean, and that one says 9 hells. I mean, this sounds like that one might be like what, the Feywilds then. I'm gonna keep going around. What's this 3 o'clock one? Is there anything on here for me to interpret?
No.
Okay. I have nothing on. I have no reads on this one. No, this one does look like a sun. So this one's probably our. This is the Yanti temple that we're looking for. I still think this one is probably Luskin, but I'll check it for any writing.
You look into it. There's definitely depictions of a giant tree. Becomes a little bit more clear that like this is iconography of a giant tree in the middle of a city.
I mean, unless anyone knows of another giant tree city, I feel like this is Luskin. All right. What about Pointy Hat?
Oh, that's a
Ireland?
It's an iceberg. Oh shit.
Oh, is this the ice one? Is this where the white dragon was?
I like Emily understands that, but I don't want to like fuck it up, you know?
To be fair, both me and you thought it was a wizard or a witch in a hat.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
If Terry was around, who knows where Terry went? Valen says to you, this is almost exactly like the gate that I saw in the
Sorry,
dragons.
my bad. I was muted the whole time.
Yes, you were. And I just like, hey Terry,
Actually, when we
Terry.
said Terry's muted.
I was like, wait. I was like, I was so confused when you sent me the message. But like, when you mentioned it, I was like, oh, that's what it is.
We all see a wizard, but in a
So
sorting
what-
hat. But it's
so
okay.
With my investigation 15, what do I see from this gate, GM?
You recognize this as
Recognize
similar to the portal that you had encountered, because it was you that encountered the portal in the Sea of the Moving Ice.
Yes.
It is almost a spot on description of an iceberg.
All right. So guys, this gate leads to the northern region of the world, like where we had to deal with
The White Dragon.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so we know 1, 2, 3, 4. These are ones that we've been to before. This is the one that was the waterfall with my brother. What are these two? So I'm gonna go up to these two and inspect these two.
I have a very low investigation, so I'm not willing to
Well,
try.
I mean, I rolled pretty
18.
well, and I also can read
If
anything.
that
else.
helps. If you can hear
Do you
me.
need me to keep rolling, Viva?
Yeah, every time you really
roll-
want to specify on a specific thing.
This
Um, it is even with
I did.
these particular carvings and stuff. They have this very smooth quality. They have these like hillish qualities to it, almost as if like wind or something. But you don't recognize it at all to any experiences that you currently have
okay.
had.
I mean, this one's some wind going over some hills or something like that, but it doesn't look like there's any words or anything written in any other languages. And I'll check this last
I
one.
rolled. My first roll was an 18. If that's helpful, Viva.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's similar interpretation.
Do the last
I
one.
can roll again as well for the last one. Yeah, I don't know shit.
The particular the way these lines are drawn, and how like you're understanding this, you piece together like, oh, this is probably how someone would describe a forest, a thicker forest, maybe even more, a little more thick, a little more dangerous than the one that you're currently in.
Wait, which one was this?
The last
bottom
one.
left one.
Bottom left.
9
The
o'clock.
lines.
Okay, so that was described as a forest.
Yeah, so this
Possibly.
is a bunch of trees, not a singular tree. So this is a forest. Okay, so 2 of them are written in 2 different languages, looking like seemingly like they go 2 planes of existence. The rest of them are probably still locations in Faerun, particularly on the Sword Coast.
That's not the. Wait, where were we when we fought Nervain? That wasn't the Serpent Hills. That was the Misty Forest.
Something. Misty something.
It was a waterfall.
It was the waterfall, but that was
It's Misty Forest or Misty Woods or something. Misty. Was not the Misty Mountains. That's from Lord of the Rings. I keep messing it up.
I just rewatched the trilogy for the Hobbits.
There's no point of the Hobbit. Did he say the Hobbit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you watch the good ones and you're like, maybe I'll watch the bad ones again. And you're like, never mind. That's what I do. I keep doing it.
Wow, you guys really just getting judgmental really quick about what people watch, man. Alex, seriously.
Lord of the Rings, amazing.
I like.
I mean,
know.
two out of the 3,
I
amazing.
know
The
it was
Hobbit.
a mess. I know it was a mess, but I just kind of want to revisit the story. That's all.
We can talk about it later. I like lots of parts.
Please
No,
talk
I
about it
don't-
later.
I don't want to talk
Please.
about it with you anymore on that later.
Suck it.
This
nerd.
one glows when I walk up to it, right?
I think all of them are active.
No, not all of them.
Yes.
All of them except
Okay.
for this one, right?
Oh shit.
Off against the broken one, the
And
one with the X.
what
They all
was-
kind of go.
What was
When you
this
walk
one?
up, to it, it just blows. You just feel this heat kind of blow towards you.
9 Hells, wasn't it?
No, that's the
No,
Nine
the one that
Hells.
yeah.
Oh,
What's did we get any information on this one or no?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
no, that's fine. Sorry,
Um,
I'm
I thought
No.
I asked
doing
about
my note taking over here and trying to catch up on everything.
I'll ask about the last one. What the heck?
It would have looked more like that.
Wait, what is that?
A swirl with two
That's what it's
zigzags
supposed to
coming
look
out of it?
like.
Oh,
Now it's going. So,
Mhm. Ooh.
the swirly bat.
mine kind of still looks
Yeah.
close enough, I think.
All right, I need you guys to start making some moves here.
All right. Well, if what you're saying is true, then the one that Val should have come out of was the one that's now in pieces.
Sorry, I was on mute. Did we get any more information on this one? This is the
No.
only one. Yeah. So this is the only one I don't know about.
So, I mean,
Can we
if
mend
we,
it?
Hmm.
even if you mend the physical structure, there's no guarantee that the enchantment will come back.
Right.
I guess. Can I look for like to see if anybody has exited the portal on either side, like footprints or recent?
Investigation check.
Okay. A 6, cause heck me.
You've actually seen a decent amount of footprints from every portal. Like
Oh,
Okay.
you had spent 3 days on the road, kind of like going through this treacherous road, this following this path through this very thick underbrush and this forest, and then you get to hear this clearing, and you recognize that even amongst this the grass has been patted down. Even with that low of investigation, it's almost like it's a hub.
Okay. I guess the next question is, do we keep looking in somewhere else, or do we stake it out to see if anybody comes in or out of any of the portals?
I mean, we could always send. I mean, we have the information about this. Like we can send Waterdeep, forces here to capture this and retake this now. Because us holding this isn't going to be as useful as someone else. Like, what if, essentially, what if a whole platoon or an army of people come through there? Like, we're not going to be able to do that on our own, right? If a dragon were to come through one of these portals, for example, that's not something we're gonna just be
Are the
standing here
portals
for.
big enough to let a dragon through?
Regardless, like it's just like whatever.
No, that's like a general question, like to the DM.
No.
Like, could a dragon go through these portals? I thought they were like
We've seen,
doorways.
sure, but we've seen
They're
dragons.
they're like big enough for like Clydesdale horses to go through.
Okay.
We've
So they're
seen-
not
Maybe
like
even like small caravans to go through, but no.
We've
Okay.
seen recently dragons' shapes change, so like we can't guarantee what dragons can and cannot do right now. But my point stands is like if something comes in through here, a lot of things come through here that we can't handle.
But since we know where they're coming from and coming to for the most part, we should be able to at least gather a little bit of information to bring back to the council. If we can
Sure.
at least watch them.
We can. You know what? I have the spy device. I have the spying device. Oh shit! I have an idea. No, that won't work. Fuck. I have Zorgos' spying device. We can leave that here, and the way we can definitely monitor. We can. I think it's hearing only, but we can definitely monitor what's happening in this location. And then we can still send it to Waterdeep so that we have, the information we have, and we can get them here to do with it as we need. I mean, but this, I'm just so frustrated because like this was supposed to be the other door to get us to let Val back or find out what happened to Val, and if it's just crushed on both sides, like is
That
he
means
gone?
he's stuck between.
Is there? These are all portals. So like, the only way I know this works is like these are portals with endpoints, and the bridges in between are only going to those two. So I don't know how you could, if he's stuck in between with no endpoint. I don't know how we can get him out.
Well, pull out your book. What's between all the different places? Because that's where he'll be.
I look at the book, and I'll, oh shit, battle music.
Oh.
I get the book out and I'll see. I guess, I mean, the only options it could be would be, I guess, here. I mean, I guess it depends. Like, if he's dead, I guess he goes somewhere else. But like, if not, it's, I guess, the Astral Sea.
As you guys continue to discuss what you're going to do next,
I'm out of ideas.
we find ourselves this vast nothingness, and it floats forever.
I should probably start throwing random shit. Yes, hi, I'm here.
There's so much I want to show you. You left me. You left me, and you betrayed us all. You're coming back home. Come to me. We have not completed. We have not completed what we set out to do. You owe me this. I rescued you from death so long ago. Follow my voice if you want to survive. I'm over here. I'm over here.
I hate it so much. Viva, you're freaking me out.
That's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh shit. Well,
All right. To Viva's credit, that image wasn't CI's. That's actually correct. But I think Viva, like the tip of the icebergs need to be smaller than the actual body, so that's why it was a little bit misleading.
I messaged you
Dude, he is
like an hour ago telling you, hey, you recognize that symbol.
I kept talking the whole way, and then I didn't realize.
No, because you missed the message where I'm like, hey, that's a fucking iceberg. You like, no. I ain't falling on this sword.
Viva.
I'm trying to draw with a fucking mouse.
Yeah, no, 100%. I have all of them written or drawn out and written down. The one I don't understand is this one, which I don't know if we actually got an answer for.
You didn't.
And this one.
No answer.
So we have no answer for either of those?
Correct.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
nope,
there's
nope,
some
nope.
issues.
Pause. This one's Hills with Wind. This one we don't have.
Some
Hills with Wind.
No, you guys. There is quite a bit of still uncertainty.
Oh, that's fine.
But I was muted. That one we got Hills with Wind. This one is this one's a dense forest. This one is Waters Deep. This one was the waterfall. This one is the Sorting Hat. This one.
Stop it. That only helps Terry. That only helps Terry's argument, in which I messaged him, and I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I messaged this dude like an hour ago. I said, "Hey, dude, that you recognize that one? Go, feel free." It says you recognize the portal in the Sea of Ice as the fifth fucking one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I messaged to Terry S. You recognize the portal in the Sea of Ice as the fifth.
Oh, don't worry. Terry doesn't read messages.
I know.
The thing is, when Viva sent me the message first, immediately I was like, I'm confused. I don't get it. What am I looking at?
That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault.
And so I kept talking because you guys were like investigating this, investigating that. And I kept asking.
We also said you were muted for a while.
Yeah,
Terry,
we
you
did.
also were muted.
To be fair, we did say you were muted for a fucking long ass time.
Oh God.
We
He's
did.
really good at
Whatever
Discord.
questions you might have asked, you were muted for all of that. Because we didn't hear you until we talked about you being muted, and then you finally yeah.
Because you start acting as Valen. I was like, no way, I'm playing. It was like, oh
yeah,
shit.
I was just like, fuck, he's not here, so I'm gonna give them the information that I gave Valen. That's exactly what happened. I was like, fuck, I gave Valen this information like an hour ago, so I guess I'll just.
And you have information, and like you never responded, so like.
So I was just like, I'll just let them know this was an iceberg. Yeah, that's what happened.
So yeah.
Anyways.
So Luskin, Yanti, the Nine Hells. This one's unknown. This one's Hogwarts.
Stop it. That does not help me.
No. To be fair, I looked at it. I looked at it for a minute, and I was like, "Oh, I know exactly what this is."
I loved it. I heard you fucking figure it out in your head, and then I was just like, "Yay!"
I never got.
And then I can't say that because I didn't roll for shit, so it's not like Astrid figured that out.
I see this little bend right here. It literally looks like the Sorting Hat to me. So
I get it. I see it now.
I'm stuck. I can't unsee it, and
and Terry is true. The science is that is much more ice above the seawater than.
Don't worry. Here. Let me fix everybody's doubts of everything.
I'm gonna have a professional drawer come in and correct all these.
Oh, all right.
Oh, he's already here. Let's see.
Let's
see. This guy. What a dick. What the fuck?
Oh my
God.
God.
He used a pen though.
Yeah, I'm using. This is literally on my tablet, my drawing tablet. So Forrest, I may or may not redesign that.
Is that like a comic?
Is that ramen noodles? Oh, the ramen noodles portal.
Ramen noodles. So this one will probably get redesigned. I actually like that one, so fuck you. And then we have Waterdeep.
Oh my God! Look at
iceberg.
That. So much better.
Feywilds. Luskin, which needs to get moved around. The sun one.
Little Luskin's great, but a little more simple.
Is it?
So yeah, I'm
Luskin?
thinking about it, 'cause I'm
Luskin's
trying-
like no, do Luskin, but like a little more
Is it
simple because they're
spelled that
carving
way?
it.
No,
We don't need to. We don't need to get into that.
it's not. It's LUS.
Serpent Hills way better than Serpent Hills is actually way better than I imagine. Nice job. Nine Hells.
Here,
Nine
there
Hells
you go.
is
Fix
cool.
that. 9 Hells, and then whatever the fuck that is.
It's
Mhm.
Luskin with an A. Luskin.
Well, anyways, Luskin needs to be like simplified.
Yeah, KAN. So I'm trying to incorporate. So the Haas Tower of the Arcane is a tower that looks like a tree with 7 spires. So I'm trying to incorporate that because it's
Yeah.
very.
Just a little little more simplified because like everything else is like super simple.
There you go.
There you go.
Can the 9 Hells
Boom.
one be like? Can you look up like some demonic like writing and?
That is demonic.
I'll look up Draconic writing.
You
because
don't.
I've
You don't
done
think.
that
You don't think
before.
demons do cursive?
No.
Snooty bitch.
Demons only write in cursive. Let's
Yeah,
be real.
they only write in cursive.
No, that's what they want you to do when you're torturing you. But what they write in is like some more like more like runic, like
Triangles.
Elder Scrolls.
Triangles with lines.
Here, I can just bullshit it.
You can
and
literally
just
look
use
at
the
like
H?
you can look up like like
me.
Elder Scrolls, and then you can.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say,
know.
I was like, I can just look up Oblivion.
Yeah, exactly. Elder Scroll. That's a good example of like demonic like writing.
No. I don't want that.
Script.
You don't want this, Viva?
It's too real. We're gonna summon something that we don't mean to.
Just don't do.
It's okay.
you
I'm
wanna
gonna
do-
use
You want to
the.
do the Daedric alphabet, David?
No, I'm using. I found one for Draconic, so I'm gonna use that.
Well, that's Oh, because it was in Draconic.
It was
Yeah,
written
yeah.
in Draconic.
Never mind. I was gonna say it makes sense.
Anyways,
That was really fun, Viva.
Yeah.
that was a good session,
Cool.
man. That was a fucking good session.
I'm gonna kill that
Yes.
bitch.
Bye, everybody.
Let me tell you.
I like the fact that you now have.
I was so close of using that spell. I was like so ready to use my spell next round.
Which one?
The synaptic shock.
Yeah.
It's
Synaptic static. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
You
86
okay.
damage, man.
I did want to mention this, Terry. You have done so well in the last few battles adapting to like how you should play.
Mhm.
This one, you got caught in the middle and it fucked you.
I know.
Because usually, like, if you play with your back against a wall, you're really like it's actually like a strength. This one, I caught you in the middle, which is why I summoned the fucking invisible, like the major illusion. It's why I summoned it because I wanted to push you guys. I had a couple opportunities, but it came apparent to me if I pushed you guys to the middle, then I would have this like kind of an advantage over some people.
It's what happened. It's the same scenario that happened when we fought the mummies the first time. We were in the middle.
What I
and we got
wanted to
surrounded.
actually do, was push Terry to a perimeter
Oh, you get him surrounded after. Like,
because I was gonna fuck him up with the mummies. If he had gone to a perimeter earlier, I would have had an opportunity to swarm him earlier in the game. But because he's stuck to the middle, I didn't even spawn those until like I think I decided like okay, I'll spawn that in like the 5th wave. I decided to kind of like okay, what I'll do is wait till like I'll more like a layer action with the mummies. But knowing completely that the mummies were going to be controlled 100% on how you guys defeat the enemies. So they were going to be a threat up until the fact that you guys gain control of the fight, and then they're going to be nothing. So as soon as you fucking lay that fucking flame down, I was just like, that's it. That's the control I needed you to have in order to negate that entire horde.
Yeah.
So it played so fucking perfectly because I was just like, yeah, that's how I was going to play it.
All right, there you go. There's hell.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking dope.
I don't know. I'll mess around with it some more. But I'm gonna, if you're cool, I'll.
Hey, David, can you swing it more to the right just so I can capture it quickly on stream? Is that something you can do? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send this out to everyone. So we have
And then
it
I'm
all.
gonna change everything about it.
Because this one I want to change. This one I want to work on. This one I want to work on, and I'll probably work on that one.
The 9 Hells was pretty cool.
But yeah, I'll work on these and send them out, and I'm gonna put them in my notes. I'll probably just do it so that I just have the symbol, and then I'll put it into my notes, and then write next to what it in the document, so it's easy to search because you can't search this.
Yep.
But I will
All right.
do that. And send
Any
that out.
feedback? Hey, I always appreciate
We'll-
feedback, so
we'll
let
end
me know.
That
We'll end
was
the
an
stream here. Good night,
awesome
everybody.
fight.